Okay. Okay. Can y'all like hear me? Are we good? Are we fine? Because now this video was about your face being broke. Now it's about y'all. Because why the fuck was I live earlier and y'all ain't say shit and the whole screen was black? Granted, I wasn't looking at the chat. Granted, I wasn't paying attention to my Wi-Fi. Granted, I have ADHD. But y'all still could have said something. What the fuck is going on? I had to like literally look at my phone and people were like messaging me, like commenting on the chat saying, oh my God, we can't see you, it's dark. I spoke for 15 minutes and y'all didn't hear nothing. Y'all heard nothing. But shout out to everybody that's just coming in and just entering, because now this is a clean slate and we could try again and again and again and again and again and again and again. So okay, somebody said we did say something. We did say something. No way. Okay, well, it's a clean slate now. Let's see. Okay. So we're gonna try again. We're gonna try all over again. We're gonna do this all over again and run this back. And somebody said, I want to hear him talk about the political and economic state of the world right now. Okay, you know what? A lot of y'all, if you want to just say fuck celebrities and entertainer culture, you could just say that. Because I have a lot of opinions, but sometimes I just don't think people want to hear them. But yeah, the rapture is coming soon, and eventually the Lord himself is gonna blow this whole bitch up. And well, I mean, if Iran doesn't do it first. Do I think there's gonna be a war? I mean, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I have to be very cautious about the kind of shit that I say, right? Because I still have plans to go to Iran, right? Now, some of y'all are wondering why. Iranian people are fine as fuck. Iranian people make good ass food. They make good ass hummus. They make good ass stewed chicken. I love their food. I like Iranians. I like Iran. But I still plan to go there. And I know it sounds kind of crazy, but I'm still going. I'm going to Iran. And I'm going because I've always had plans to go to Iran. But unfortunately, I can't go to Iran with my American passport because being an American right now could tend to be a little bit awkward. Because there was a point in time where, I'm not going to lie, I've always kind of got weird looks for being American. Like, I've always gotten people treating me a certain way because I'm American. Let me read this real quick. Thank you, Vanessa, for the super chat. Address the rumor Mary Jane had you held hostage. Where the fuck did you get that from? Where the fuck did? What the fuck? What the? Okay, sorry. Let me stop. I'm sorry. I'm still a little bit upset that I was live earlier and nobody heard anything and nobody said anything loud enough for me. But anyways, Vanessa, let me get to the point. What I was saying earlier. Before I get to the point, what this whole live stream is about. Of course, as you guys know, I am plotting and planning my escape out of America. I can't do it anymore. I'll keep the passport. I keep it nice and safe in this little blanket. I'm gonna keep the passport. Okay, the passport comes with a lot of privileges and benefits. Love the passport. Don't love the policies in America so much. Don't love the political tensions in America so much. A lot of people were grilling me in my last live, telling me, "Well, you could have voted for Kamala." I didn't vote for none of those motherfuckers. I wasn't a fan of Kamala. I was too busy in Barcelona, and I was too busy looking at apartments, and I was too busy looking at spaces and studios and looking at the scenery, so I could figure out where I'm gonna go. And I don't want to come across as like, oh my God, here he go. He said this all the time, and he never leaves. But I'm still gonna go to Iran, but I just can't go with my American passport. So when it comes to going to Iran, I'm gonna be honest with you, you can't go to Iran unless, if you're an American, you need a babysitter. So basically, you have to get a tour guide that they approve, and this tour guide has to also watch your every move. You have to be in a hotel near you, and you have to pay for that tour guide in advance. You got to have a whole 2-week itinerary because that's the most you can stay. Tell them where you're gonna go, what you're gonna see, what your plans are, what malls you're gonna shop at, where you're gonna be, and much more. The tour guide has to be with you everywhere. You have to have somebody accompanying you and a driver accompanying you that they approve. So if you're American, you ain't getting in. So this is where I'm coming in. And make sure y'all can hear me. Please tell me y'all can hear me. Because if you can't hear me, I'm gonna be very upset if y'all can hear me. Please confirm that y'all can hear me, and please tell me that I'm not lagging. Here's where I come in. So I managed to get access to my mother's birth certificate some way, somehow. And my mother was born in Española, also known as modern day Haiti. So I can literally get dual citizenship by descent. So basically, a lot of y'all who have foreign parents should look into this, right? Pay attention. If you have foreign parents, right? Parents that were born in a different country, try to get citizenship in their country because some countries allow it. Like, for example, if y'all are Nigerian, you can get dual citizenship, which means you can get a Nigerian passport. Like, even if you're American or you're born in the UK, you can get a passport from your parents' side of the family, which would then open doors for you to buy land in that country that your parents are from. And it could open doors for you to eventually, move there one day, buy land there, or you can get that passport, and that passport will unlock countries that you can live in for a year or 2 years. And even if you're a foundational Black American, there's this whole Ghana thing where, like, if you can prove that you're of the African diaspora, which is easy, just get an ancestry DNA test, you can sign up to get citizenship in Ghana, which is what a lot of entertainers have done. You get that citizenship in Ghana, and then eventually you can get that Ghanaian passport. It is a process, but it's a lot more simple than most people think. You get that passport, and then eventually you can invest in Ghana. I know some of y'all want to be like, I ain't going nowhere. This is all I ever know. So okay, that's fine. That's fine. But it's always good to have an extra passport just in case, because the U.S. passport is obviously the most strongest passport, just like the Swedish passport and the U.K. passport. But you just really never know if you watching this, have parents that were born in a different country, and you can inherit that passport as well, and that'll open up doors for you. So please look into that. If you're not sure of the details, ask ChatGPT. That's all I'm going to say. So, yes. I'm going to get into everything I want to talk about. Let me just respond to this text message really quickly. So, let me read. Someone said, oh, he definitely needs to address this. Someone said, maybe give it 5 years before you go, maybe 10. I'll give it 6 months. Someone said, did you watch Love Island? Why are everybody talking about that all of a sudden? What's lit about Love Island? Someone said, LOL choice. Hey, Cecile. I hope the family's doing well. The kids are doing well. You're always showing love. You've always shown me love throughout the years. I hope you're okay. Let me see. Being an American right now is ghetto. It is. So I'll be real. Oh my God, Vanessa Williams. At first I was like, wait, Vanessa Williams from Soul Food, Vanessa Williams. But then I looked at the picture. I'm like, okay, I know Vanessa. I thought you was Soul Food, Vanessa Williams. Sorry, that's the first thing I think of when I read Vanessa Williams. But anyways, so when I go to other countries, right? Oh, well, back to what I was saying. So I can get a Haitian passport because my mother was born in Haiti, and I really hope the quality is good and y'all can hear and see me clearly. I can get a Haitian passport because my mother was Haitian, and I can easily go to Iran. So basically, Iran likes Haitians. So if I go with my Haitian passport, I can just be like, I'm Haitian. As far as you know, I'm Haitian, and then they'll let me in freely. Like I can go and do whatever I want. But if you're an American, you need to be supervised. They need to literally have a babysitter appointed to you. But if I have another nationality and I enter with that nationality, they'll think that I'm that and they'll leave me alone. So that's the benefits for me of why I plan on getting dual citizenship in another country, because of where my relatives were born. And I highly recommend y'all do the same thing as well. I know a lot. I've known people who got Dominican passports because they got relatives from Dominican Republic and a whole bunch of other shit. Let's see. Someone said, if you were in the last 5-10 minutes ago, let's see how things are going. Nowhere is safe. I'm gonna get into the topic. I'm just waiting for people to come in and roll in, and then we're gonna discuss everything. Someone said, let's see, I'm about to go back to my damn country. World War III about to start. The troops on TikTok joking too much. Why the fuck are troops on TikTok? I'll never understand why troops and police officers, like, what the fuck they doing? Yes. Let's see. Someone said your turtleneck is cute. Thank you very much. First of all, also thank you, Miss. That's a cute name. How you say your name? Alizea? Alizea? Like Alizé, the little champagne that people used to drink back in the 90s. I loved Alizé. So Alizea said, can you give your opinion on Lily Tino, the trans creator? I also love you. You make life worth living. Oh, thank you so much. I'm not sure who the fuck that is. You got to give more context. Feel free to DM me. I'll respond. Trace, address the dang rumors. Oh, sorry. I was kidnapped and held hostage by Mary Jane Barm. Where the fuck do people get that from? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know where anybody got that from. But essentially, people bought a mirror. People bring up her in every fucking stream. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like I'm never gonna get away with I'm never gonna get away from the Mary Jane Barm stuff, right? For those of you who don't know who the fuck that is, she's a scam traveler that I've been exposing for years. Like, she's told people to send her 2,000, 3,000, 5,000, 1,000. Sorry, it was a big ass fly. And she was gonna like teach them how to travel the world, and she was gonna book them a whole flight to come see her and be their tour guide. Yoink. She ended up only fulfilling the promise of like 10 or 12 girls, and then she like stole other girls' monies and she blocked them and said, thanks for selling me, thanks for PayPaling me, thanks for cash apping me, blocked. So I've been making videos about this girl for like literally like the past 3 years. It's about to be 4 years. And people still to this day ask me to make videos about her. Like, people still tag me in screen record stuff and be like, Joyce, talk about this. What do you think? I'm like, oh my God. Like, I'm not gonna lie, talking about her can be entertaining and fun, but oh my God. Anyways, I don't know where the fuck people got that from. Someone just threw that in the chat, like, oh, did you hear about Mary Jane Barm holding you hostage? What the fuck? Where the fuck did you hear that? Oh my God. No, not if I, no. I'm not addressing that. I want to know where the fuck that one person got that from, because not everybody in the whole chat is asking me about it, and we haven't even gotten to the topic that I want to discuss, which is a lot of your faves and entertainers going broke, and why I wanted to get on here and discuss it. So let me just read a few of these super chats and a few of these comments before we get into today's discussion, because I don't want y'all coming on here like, wait, what's going on? Get to the point. Let's read a few more of these, and then we're gonna get right back onto it. Oh, okay. I'm happy as hell. Someone said I can hear you and you're not lagging. Perfect. Okay, perfect. We can hear you. Somebody said, what if your fans find you in Iran? They'll know you're American. Now, peacefully want to say there's no way in hell that anyone's going to find me in Iran. But then I was very shocked because I actually have fans in Arab countries. I was really shocked. I have fans that are from Lebanon, and I have supporters and followers and people that fuck with me who are in Morocco and shockingly in Saudi Arabia. I was like, wait, what? Oh my God. So, I mean, I think I'll be good in Iran, but yeah, I mean, I'm still going to go. I'm not going to live there, don't get me wrong, but I'm going to go because it's been on my list for the longest time. Someone said, my dad's not on my birth certificate. Oh wait, if your dad's not on your birth certificate and you're trying to get dual citizenship because you have a foreign parent, damn. Okay, so is your mom foreign? Because I was just talking about earlier how a lot of y'all watching this, yes, every one of y'all watching this, if you have a foreign parent, try to get dual citizenship from their nationality. So if you're from the UK and one of your parents is from the Congo, get that dual citizenship. Try to get that passport as well. See if that country recognizes dual citizenship. Try to get it. If your dad or mom was from Portugal or Cuba or Dominican Republic or Colombia or Venezuela, get that dual citizenship because they can open up doors in the near future. I only have one passport, and I just got one of my parents' birth certificate, so I'm trying to get that second passport. So let's see. So you're Haitian. Yes, I am of Haitian ancestry, but I'm American by nationality. I'm American, essentially. And I say that because when I go to countries like Dominican Republic or anywhere where there's a bunch of Haitians, they always just look at me and be like, you're not Haitian. You know you're not. Because they hear the accent the way I speak. Because I can speak the language somewhat. I can understand and speak a little bit of French, just a little pinch of it. And they hear the accent. They just know, oh, you're not one of us. You're not from here. You're not one of us. You're not like of our land. So no, I'm just American. Someone said, Choice, we thought you were making an alligator. Oh my God. People in the last chat, because if y'all didn't know, this is a brand new chat. My last chat was completely black. People couldn't hear shit. It went black, and I was just fucking pissed. I was like, what the actual fuck? I was mad as fuck. I was so fucking mad because I talked for like 15 minutes and nobody could even hear me. But let me get to the point really quickly. Basically, I wanted to get on here and discuss B. Simone. B. Simone is a popular entertainer on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and she has a podcast that goes by Let's Try This Again. LTTAS, whatever. And essentially, B. Simone basically went viral because if y'all didn't know, she went out of her way to literally say this in her recent podcast stream. And this is what B. Simone said. Let me find it really quickly. Now listen closely.
The budgeting, you see how I am nitpicking every little thing. I've never been like that. We were in Bloomingdale's yesterday. I'm like, we have to go to H&M.
Yeah.
Like, I notice it in me now, just nitpicking. And it's not even, I just don't have it like to spend the liquid.
Yeah.
I'm used to having liquid. I'm used to my finances. Like, the budgeting, you see how I am nitpicking every little thing. I've never been like that. We were in Bloomingdale's yesterday. I'm like, we have to go to H&M.
Yeah.
Like, I notice it in me now, just nitpicking. And it's not even, I just don't have it like to spend the liquid.
Yeah.
I'm used to having liquid. I'm used to my finances.
Like, I'll play it again.
The budgeting, you see how I am nitpicking every little thing. I've never been like that.
Okay, so essentially that's kind of what inspired this entire breakdown in this live stream. B. Simone essentially said she now catches herself having to constantly budget, and she was never like that initially. She never had to do that because essentially she's always been used to having a shit ton of money. And B. Simone was at a point in her life where she was getting booked, and she's not that funny, but I've never really thought she was funny. But she got booked for thousands of dollars to hit stage. Just to hit a stage, you had to literally book her for like $5,000+ just to hit a stage for a couple minutes and do a show. Now she's a comedian, she's an influencer, she's an entertainer. I remember Drake posted her video back in 2018, and at that point she was everywhere. She was saying, she was doing that, oh my God, and my boyfriend, like that's who she was. And she was hot shit back then. She had a show with Zeus before it was popular to have a show on Zeus, and now she's getting on a podcast saying that she has no liquid income. People took that whole thing out of context because she does have liquid income. It's just everything is invested into assets. So she has an app where essentially, I'm sorry, let me read the super chat. Essentially, in this app, she basically sells you content. So if you pay $72 a year, you can basically buy B. Simone's content, where it's private interviews, private events, private meetings, and some people are buying it. And then she's investing a lot of her money because she has to literally create data and make sure her app is big enough to fit people and to fit video storage and so much more. And essentially, she's kind of at that point where a lot of entertainers are, where they're selling content because they can't afford to keep the lights on by just going on Instagram Live or YouTube Live. Everything got to make money and make sense. And now there's regular us who are seeing this, and regular people who are seeing this, and they think to themselves, why the fuck should I care? Because a bitch who literally made millions of dollars just from being funny on Instagram is now complaining because she has to shop at H&M. And honestly, you shouldn't really give a fuck because fuck them. When it comes down to being an influencer entertainer, when they complain about not being able to shop at Bloomingdale's, which is basically the rich white woman version of JCPenney, it's essentially where a lot of rich white widowed women shop because they have husbands that take care of them. They got life insurance policies. Bloomingdale's is what that is. She has to shop at H&M because it's cheaper and low budget. And this is the kind of stuff she's complaining about. I appreciate transparency, but this is kind of why a lot of people don't really feel bad when they hear influencers and entertainers and even big name entertainers struggling. When you hear about people like Billy Porter having to sell their mansion, when you hear about a lot of entertainers having to liquidate and sell their assets and their homes and sell their publishing and their masters because they can't afford to maintain. When you hear people like Justin Bieber saying that he has to kind of go a lot more forward and try to find ways to make more money because things have been harder lately, that just goes to show you that the money is not money-yunning anymore. And we're all struggling. And honestly, that's the end of the discussion because who the fuck cares? Let's talk about things that actually matter in this world. So next subject. Let's see. So somebody said, I'm sorry, I didn't read your super chat. I'm sorry. Somebody says, seriously though, we need a status update on the next Mary Jane Barm video. That is my most frequently asked question. what do y'all want me to talk about? You know, even in real life, when people recognize me, they always say, "Oh, are you going to talk about Mary Jane Barm again? Have you seen what she's been doing?" Like people, like that's the one thing that I cannot escape. Like ever since I made that video, it's about to be 4 years next month. Like literally a month from now, it's going to be 4 years since I did that video. And people still to this day be like, "Oh my god, that video, Mary Jane Barm, you finding her, you tracking her down." That video is like peak me, like where everybody's just like, "Yeah, you're the Mary Jane Barm guy now." Let's see. Somebody said Cameroon does not do dual citizenship. It doesn't. That's interesting. I'm sorry to hear that. And somebody said I would do it, but I'm Black American. I mean, that's okay too, because you can technically get citizenship in Ghana. So if you want to get 2 passports and you want more citizenship, look into the Ghana program where, you know, all you got to do is do an African American ancestry test. Even if you're not Black American, like, right, like do any type of ancestry test. Try to find out where your roots are, even if you're white, right? And try to see if you can get a passport from whatever roots you are connected to. And then maybe you can get like dual citizenship or approved for a dual citizenship program, which will get you another passport, which can then open doors for you in the future. You just never know, because you'll complain about the healthcare in America, but what if the healthcare in the country that one of your parents is from might benefit you better with the money you have in your pocket? Or what if you just want to buy land or a home one day where your relatives are from? Let's see. So yeah, look into that. Someone said this is stress. I just wanted to go to college. You can't even go to college because it's economy. That's unfortunate to hear. Someone said the xenophobia is annoying and stupid. Every American is not the same. Every American is not the same. Yeah. But I will be honest with you. I do get a lot of crap for sometimes being American. Like I talked about this on my last live, right? Like I age restricted, by the way. Age restricted. And if you're in this live, can y'all please like this fucking live? I was so upset when YouTube sent me a fucking email with their fucking punk asses. You know, let me shut the fuck up before they fuck around and do the same shit again. But YouTube's punk ass sent me a fucking email and they were just like, "Sorry, Choice, we're gonna have to age restrict your video," because I was talking about, like, you know, the ICE stuff. You know what I mean? Like every time I'd be like, ICE or the Oosh community, like the community that Kanye talks about, I always get age restricted. And then other content creators are always telling me, "You can say that. Yeah, you can say that." No, I can care. Because every time I do it, they fucking age restricted. I get age restricted. I can't talk about certain communities about being age restricted, right? And age restriction is a lot deeper. It's not just, "Oh, YouTube censors my content and nobody under the age of 18. It's like people can't watch or find my videos or my streams unless they're logged into an actual fucking like YouTube channel. And then on top of that, people can't see my video because it's shadow banned. It's like literally put on a certain section of YouTube, and unless someone's searching for it, they won't find it. So that's what's kind of the sucky part about being age restricted. It gets way less views. It can be monetized. It gets pushed on a certain section of YouTube where people can't find it unless they search for it or they search for topics similar to it. And people can't find it. It sucks. It really sucks. So yeah, if you're watching this, please, my beloved loves, give this video a like, because I'm really upset that they aged the last one. Let me see. Do you like Rose Choice? Yes. I'm sorry. Let me catch up. Someone said, "Oh, Lord, Choice, we come to our own conclusions when the live didn't work." Good point. Good point. Yeah, people need to start bringing her up. LOL. Yeah, the Mary Jane Barm girl. Let me see. Cute dragon, cucumber eyes. No, we don't call her cucumber eyes. We call her key lime pie contacts. That's what her name is. Choice, the balls and jolly stick want to be trans in Disney parks and harassing restaurant owners into rage bait for views and money. That's some of the crap Lily Tina has done. Ew. She doesn't sound like a pleasure at all. She sounds like a fucking liability that'll probably get my fucking channel age restricted. I don't know if I want to talk about that kind of shit, because there's been times where I've talked about certain things and YouTube has age restricted or censored me. Like, maybe I'll save that for a podcast, but there's so many things that I would love to discuss and talk about that I kind of can't because of being age restricted, which in that case, that's where it goes on my podcast. So if you guys want to see more uncensored, crazy ass topics, go to my podcast, because that's where I talk about a lot of fucked up shit. Like, Go to Timeout or just look up Choice TV or Choice Destined Choice Podcast and you'll find my podcast. Go stream that. That's where I talk about whatever the fuck I want and I know I won't get repercussions for it. YouTube's a little bit different. So somebody said, make an Ace Family update. I'm waiting for more to unfold. People keep asking me for that update video. I just have not done it. And it's because, come to find out, Catherine was in some weird, sick, crossbead, weird shit spiritually. And Austin was always an abuser, which I said, like, I was right about everything. Like, all the years people told me that I was an Ace Family hater, I was right about everything. It was like, damn, Choice Raymond Simone Baxter acts again. It was like, I've been said that he didn't give a fuck about her, and that I've been said that there was a whole bunch of chaos in that household, and you could just see it in her face, you could just see it in his face, you could just always sense the awkwardness of how he would look at her stank while she would talk. You just felt it, you know what I mean? But of course, if you weren't like a real Ace Family member, then you wouldn't understand. And now here we are, and Austin is exploiting his fan base and exploiting the fact that everybody wanted him to go downhill and go broke. And he's shitting on all the fans, shitting on them the same way he was shitting on them by putting on a whole front. So yeah, shout out to the Ass Family. What was the Mary Jane situation? Let us see. So someone said, Choice, do you like Terry Joe? Is she a they them? I don't know much about her other than like her going on live and like trolling people. Choices were wild. Oh my god, thank you, Vanessa. Oh my god, you are so kind. Thank you, I appreciate that. This is the third super chat you sent. I think someone said, okay, I said this because your previous chat was black out and we made a joke. It was Mary's fault. We couldn't hear or see. Oh, okay, that's what happened. Somebody made a joke because my last live stream, if you guys didn't know, was essentially black, like out of nowhere, it just went black. And I'm like, what the fuck happened? Like, I was talking for like 15 minutes straight and people could not hear me. And I didn't realize that until I opened my phone and wanted to read the chat. And people were saying, you're black, you're black. Wait, what happened? What happened? Oh, damn, like your chat just went Black Lives Matter. I'm like, what? And someone made a joke, I'm assuming, about Mary Jane Barm snatching me up. That's funny. Let's see. And someone said, make this one longer than 1 hour, 5 hours minimum. I'm going to be on live for a long ass time. Trust and believe me on that. I'm going to be here for a while. Let's see. Congo was on fire. Is it really? I've heard some things. Okay, somebody said, I don't know if it's worth it to get dual citizenship because I suggested a lot of y'all who have foreign parents, you better utilize the fuck out your parents and get those dual citizenships. So if your parents are foreign, go get your foreign passport so you have 2 passports. Someone said, I don't know if it's worth it for Nigeria. My mom is trying to get her sister out of there. Are you guys in a Western country? I know your mom's trying to get her sister out of there, but you could bring your Western money to that country and invest into it. So I think you should still get a it's not switching your ethnicity or it's not switching your nationality. I mean, it's simply just adding a second nationality. So your nationality that you were born with, that will always come first. And then your second nationality will be inheriting it because of your bloodline. And some countries allow it. You know what I mean? Like one of my good friends, Chigo, he's Nigerian and essentially he has dual citizenship. Him and his brothers. He doesn't have his passport, but his brother has has 2 nationalities. Like I have people that I know that have 2 nationalities because of their parents. So it is worth it to get a passport if you have foreign parents. And if you're a foundational Black American, you can sign up for the Ghana program. Or if you're like a white person, and you have Polish or Portuguese ancestry, you can still do that. Where do you go get a passport? If you're in America, you can sign up and make an appointment on USPS.com. So the post office provides a passport. You got to pay. It's about $150 plus tax. I recommend it. I love how Choice is traveling. Thank you. I got to keep myself level-headed. There's been a lot going on in my life. No, I am not. B. Simone's slogan isn't everybody eats. It's everyone fend for themselves. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I haven't been keeping up. I'm way late on these chats. Oh my God. I'm fucking way behind. So someone said, I can tell you now, people that are entertainers and all that type of stuff, if they didn't make investments from the starting of their finances all those years ago when you were here, let me see. Oh, essentially they're screwed. Yeah, if you didn't invest into things, you're screwed. If you don't have much to invest into because you blew through all your money, a passport is a good investment. And get the fuck out of here with whatever the fuck kind of money you have in your pocket and invest somewhere else. America is essentially a scam. I can't believe that they're charging like $20 for a fucking soursop at a farmer's market. It's a scam. Get out while you can. So if you have a passport, that's a good investment. If you have land somewhere else, that's a good investment. If you have a nice home and a nice set of assets and investments and a savings, good. But have something. Have somewhat of an escape plan, if you know what I mean. Let's see. I'm sorry. I'm trying to catch up. Someone said that was a good video though. Choice, I caught a live. Hey Choice. Shout out from Mackin, Georgia. Hey Madonna Wickerson. Thank you so much. Shout out to Wackin, Georgia, or Waken. Hey Choice, you should do a video like Where Are They Now on the YouTubers you used to call out. That's a good idea. Like, what happened to Damo and Christy? What happened to DDG? What happened to Dick and Balls Nation? What happened to Dreadful Laughs? Like, what happened to the Ass Family? You know what I mean? That'll be a good video. I'll actually keep that in the archives. Let's see. Oh my God. Okay. Thank you for the super chat, Boomin. Thank you. I appreciate that so much. Thank you so much. You said, sorry, you had some crazy new tea on her. Oh my God. Oh, good morning from Germany. Okay. Hey, Hannah. First of all, shout out to Germany. I've never been there, but I'm kind of nervous of going to Germany. Okay. Let me ask you, since you're German, or if you aren't or been there. Okay. I heard Germans are mean as fuck. Like mean as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. The two Germans that I've met, I met one German here in Colombia. I met another German when I was in Africa, and they're cold. Oh my God. Like there's some cold. Like, they're not mean, nasty people. They're just like standoffish and awkward. They don't like small talk, and they're just awkward. Germans are not that nice. Or is it just me? How is life over where you are compared to living in LA? Pros and cons, like your content, by the way, bro. Keep pushing. Everything's cheaper. That's what I like about living and being in overseas sometimes. Traveling overseas, everything is cheaper. It's like, oh wow. So instead of shopping here, I can go to the same exact store or a similar store and I can get it for like 70% off. Bet. Okay. Passport privilege is everything. Someone said, did you see my comment? No, TJ, I did not see your comment. Okay, this person gave some good feedback. So this person said, Choice, I think most of your lives get age restricted, unfortunately. They always seem to be hidden or hard to find. Yeah, it is. Honestly, if you want to watch my lives, just go to my homepage on YouTube and click the live tab, and then you'll see all my lives. But yeah, it does tend to happen sometimes. My lives do tend to get age restricted. It's so fucking irritating. Someone said, I would highly recommend people go to community colleges because it gets you accumulated to college and you save money. You get FAFSA based on your parents' taxes, really. I'm sorry, I'm trying to catch up. Homosexual? I'm sorry. Someone said, I thought you was trapped between B. Simone's Gap. Oh my God, who's this? Who's this? Imad from a distance, I observe, but up close. Oh my God, yeah, I know who this is. Hey Imad, what's up? Thank you for watching. I'm sorry. I didn't see your comment earlier. I was just mixed up in the mix. But hey Imad, hope you're good. We'll talk soon. We'll talk later. Someone said I have dual citizenship in Nigeria because I was born there. Honestly, I won't give it up. If you have money, you'll live great in Nigeria. Yeah. You were born there? Yeah, I wouldn't give it up either. I feel as though that if you do have dual citizenship, keep it. And I understand if you have money, you'll live good there because the wealth, you're either doing well in Nigeria or somewhat well, or doing pretty shitty in Nigeria. It's either one or the other. And then you're stuck between the gap of having to work really, really hard if you are Nigerian. And then that's why a lot of Nigerians strive to get the fuck out. So somebody said, let me see. How's the food quality? The food quality is, it's good, I would say. Let me see. Someone said Nigeria isn't a place in Africa I would want to live. I have friends there that moved here because of it. So you don't have to live there, but you could definitely buy some land if you are of Nigerian ancestry. Someone said, how do you feel about Cardi B dropping an album 7 years later? Honestly, I can't wait for that shit to fucking come out. I'm ready to see it. Like I'm ready to listen to it. She's been procrastinating and dragging it for years. I'm disappointed though that she's dropping the same songs on the album and there's 20 something tracks, but I'm still like ready to listen to it. I'm gonna listen to it regardless. Someone said, when you're making another full-blown video, I love your lives though. I will make another full-blown video sometime next week. I will, I promise. I have just been going through so much and I don't have my equipment with me. So it's like I kind of gonna have to opt to use my phone and edit, but then I have the insecurity of what if I use my phone and the quality isn't up to par? You know what I mean? I mean the quality isn't up to par with my live streams, but I'm gonna have to use my phone to film if I want to get some videos done. And there's a lot of stuff I would love to make videos about. It's just I can't, which sucks. But I'm gonna have to start using my phone because I probably won't be back for a while. So I'm gonna have to use my phone. So somebody said, I finally made it to your live. Yay. You did it. You did it. Yes, you did it. Okay. So somebody said, how were the people in Colombia when you got lost? Very nice and welcoming and helpful. I got lost at one point on a fucking mountain because I was going to like a little event on a mountain and Ubers were not coming because going up the mountain is a lot of work. And I had to literally like walk and walk and walk. And after like 45 minutes of walking, one like local girl who was working at a restaurant, she saw me, she recognized me. She was like, hey, do you need a ride? And she gave me a nice ride as far as she could. And then she helped me catch the next bus off the mountain. But yeah, people in Colombia are nice and hospitable and chill. And plus she did that because she didn't want me to get robbed and caught up and snatched up. But I've been mostly fine. There are a lot of melanated people in Colombia. There's a lot of black people in Colombia. There's so many black people. I was like, damn, like, and you would be surprised. Like the looks people gave me when I told them, oh, lo siento, entiendo un poco de español, necesito más práctica. They look at me and they be like, no hablas español? And I'm like, un poco. And they look at me like I'm crazy because again, it's not common for a lot of people to see a foreigner that has darker skin. A lot of the darker skinned people are usually from there, or yeah, people would be shocked when they see me. Let's see. Let me see. America's always been scammed, but I like that we got the money here. Everyone uses the USD and for good reason. That USD gets you far in every place you go. I'm sorry. Someone said, yes, Russians are rude. Hey from Milwaukee. Hey, what's up, Bigo Live? I got the tea. Let's see. It's cheaper, but only if you live in the US. But if you make money there, you aren't paid much. That's true. If you make money in a fucking Easternized country, you're not going to get paid much. Like most people in Easternized countries are making like $400 a month. All interesting. Hannah said, I have Turkish roots, but was born here. And yes, they're kind of rude and stare a lot. But since I don't look German, there's always some kind of racism that I get. People treat you differently. You know, I hear that a lot of people who have Arab features, do you have Arab features, get treated very poorly when they go to European countries. Like I heard this a lot. Do you still have the Malou Trevejo video in your archives? It was so funny. No, I don't have that shit in my archives at all. I have to delete a lot of fucking videos. There's so many videos which to this day I still get angry because YouTube's punk ass made me delete. They didn't make me delete anything, but YouTube kind of made it clear, like, if you are not, I'm sorry, that fucking glare is pissing me off. I hate that fucking glare. I hate that glare. It's in my fucking mirror. But YouTube kind of made it clear to me that if you, this is for everyone. If you post content that could be seen as sexually suggestive, or you post content that could be seen as exploitation of a minor, because at the time when Malou was doing crazy shit, just like Cash Me Outside Girl, when she was doing crazy shit, like, you know, wearing poom poom shorts and acting crazy and fighting on the streets and getting dragged out of cars and shit like that, I was reacting to these videos. And when YouTube put out these rules saying if you post anything that seems as child exploitation, we're gonna fucking strike you. We're taking your shit down. You're over. You're done. I got paranoid and I was like, oh my god, let me delete all them fucking Cash Me Outside Daniel Ravioli videos I fucking got. Like, let's get that shit out of here. Let's get that shit the fuck out of here, bro. Let's get out of let's get it out of here. And I had to delete so many videos. I deleted so many videos. Some of my best work ever. Like, there was this one video that I made a couple of them where I reacted to my haters' videos. It was a compilation of videos of people who used to like comment hate comments, and I would like go on their channel and like look at their videos. I'd be like, oh, you want to call me all types of fags, bitch? You want to call me all types of this and that? Okay, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna look at your fucking YouTube channel, right? We're gonna react to your videos, and we're gonna go from there. And all those videos are gone. I'm so mad because all those videos are gone. Some of my best work ever gone. Like, there's still people to this day who say to me, whatever happened to that video, it's gone. You'll never see it again. I had to delete it. I was scared that I was gonna get striked if I even put it on private, but some of those videos are gone. Like, a lot of them are not archived. Like, a lot of my old videos on my old computer is gone. Like, my old computer is fucked up. Like, it got damaged. Like, a lot of old videos are gone. I'm never gonna see them again. But it's okay because I can just start fresh and make better and new ones. Oh, you only have 10K in student loan debt? First of all, that's a flex. Community college is a scam. My FAFSA disappeared, and now they're trying to sue for almost $4,000. I did everything right, and they messed up my information and won't fix it and keep sending me all over. That's a little scary. What's your opinion on Ozempic? Would you have used it before your weight loss journey? I probably would have, but then probably not, because I thought Ozempic was like some pills that you take initially. Like, okay, pop some Ozempic and then you lose mad fucking weight. I saw Ozempic a long time recently for like the first time, and I was like, wait, shots? Y'all putting shots in y'all fucking stomach? Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, hell no. I'm not. No. I would never want to put shots in my stomach. No. Hell no. I wouldn't want to have done that. Somebody said, I'm sorry, let me look at the chat, but let me look on my phone. Hold on, somebody texted me. You know, I'm doing okay. I am live right now. Sorry, y'all. I'm just trying to respond to this really quickly, and I'm going to get right back on it. I'm live right now and gonna get off in a few. Catch with you later. And good shit. Glad to hear. Send me some money. No, I'm kidding. Mm-hmm. Let me see. Okay. Let me catch up. Shout out to everyone that's just entering. And if you're asking me what's going on, what's happening, watch the playback. Okay. I was live earlier in a different stream, and then a lot of people in here did not tell me that they couldn't hear me. So I literally spoke for 15, 16 minutes just talking, and it was completely black. So I had to literally get a whole clean slate and start over. Hold on, let me see. Oh my God. Okay, thank you for the super chat, Tina. Tina said dual citizenship for adopted kids is hard. Oh, you're adopted. Okay, so if you're adopted, you're probably not going to get dual citizenship because you're going to have to prove that you're related. Because you can only get dual citizenship if you can prove who your parents are. Maybe you can try. Like, I've seen those movies where the kids go hard, they open up files and stuff and try to find out who their parents are. Maybe you can try to find your birth parents if you care. Yeah, Ozempic essentially makes you want to throw. Ozempic is expensive. It is expensive in America. I want to teach English overseas so I get the living experience in another country. Then do it. Sign up. What the fuck you waiting for, Jar? Sign up. Sign up. Asia has tons of programs. Sign up. All you got to do is just take a course that says that you're able to teach a certain language and you're able to live overseas and safely teach another language, and you're good. It's a little process that you do online. Boom, boom, and you might be out of here in the next month or so. Is it weird to message or check up on your ex after 5 years of no contact? If you generally just want to see how they are, feel free to hit them up. If you did something wrong and you were in the wrong, then don't hit them up. What are you bothering them for? Let them live their life. Let's see. Somebody said, I'm going to Miami in July. What's cool places to go and do? Okay, you came to the right place. So for those who didn't know, I'm from Miami, Florida. I know exactly what to go and do. If you want to have some good ass food, go to Trick Daddy's restaurant, Sunday's Eatery. It's a staple in Miami. And Trick Daddy's from Miami. He's from the city. So go to Trick Daddy's restaurant. Go there. Trick Daddy's restaurant is great. Naomi's for Haitian food, but it's owned by Israelis. So it's not really Haitian owned, but it's still pretty good, and it's ran by Haitians because they mostly manage and work there. Bon Gout is good for Haitian food from what I've heard. I would say go to the ice cream museum in Miami, explore Wynwood if you want to bar hop, and then go around Brickell and just walk around Brickell. There's Thai restaurants, Vietnamese restaurants, Cuban restaurants, and it's just like a big downtown of Miami. So go to Brickell. Oh, and then also try El Palacio. El Palacio is like this big ass market where there's like all types of like Cuban fruits, Cuban vegetables, Cuban meals. Go to El Palacio, and they have tons of locations all over Miami. And that's all I can say on that. I haven't lived in Miami for years, and I would never want to live in that shit ever again. I love Miami. That's my hometown. That's where I'm from, but I would never want to be anywhere near that motherfucking shit ever again. I don't like Miami at all. It's basically another New York City. Like they've turned it into like New York City, but like in the Caribbean. Like there's big skyscrapers that came out of nowhere, and then there's a fucking train, and it's just like this is not Miami. Like this is not the Miami that I've known. This is just some different shit that they've evolved, and now it's mad expensive to live over there. Like what the fuck? You can't even get a decent one bedroom for $1,800. If you want a decent one bedroom with amenities and safety, you're looking to pay at least $2,000 a month. It's not as expensive as LA or New York, but it's like getting up there. It's like, what the fuck? What do y'all want with Miami? Like, don't get me wrong, like Miami's great, but what the fuck does everybody want with Miami? I mean, Miami's nice and all. Like, no offense, right? Like y'all who are from there, who are from the city, but what the fuck do y'all want there? Like, the pay is fucking trash. The pay is terrible. You can't get a decent job if you don't speak Spanish. Like, you go to an interview and they say, "Tu hablas español?" and you just tell them no, and they look at you like, sorry. Like, they literally won't hire you. And the pay sucks. The pay sucks in Miami. I don't understand people's infatuation for wanting to move there. Visiting, oh my God, yeah, visit. Miami's cool to visit, but living, nah. Unless you're like a doctor or a lawyer or a nurse, or you're in a high demand industry, or you're a bartender, or you're a hooker, or you a stripper hoe, or you a scammer, or you a booster, Miami is not going to be that good to you unless you're an entrepreneur. Like if you're an influencer and on your entrepreneurship, okay, yeah, go to Miami. Like you'll be fine. But if you're trying to start a new life, want a job there, if you don't got no support system that's huge enough to support you, if you get down bad, then no, don't do Miami. Don't do that. Let's see. In a few, Choice, you're going to be live for a few hours. Hey, Amira, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You said me be live for a few hours. I'm going to try my best to be live for a few hours. Let's see. I'm sorry. I'm trying to catch up with these comments. It's too many comments. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. My bad. My bad. I actually exited out. I'm sorry. So somebody said my aunt was telling my sister that she should use Ozempic if she wants to lose weight, but the whole time is for people who have diabetes. Yeah, I thought most people knew that. So let's see. Oh my god, the signal is so bad. Oh my god, I'm so fucking. The signal, the Wi-Fi is not good. Please tell me y'all can hear me. Am I lagging? Am I good? Am I good? Oh my god. Hey Ashley Nicole. Somebody said New York has the best food, not gonna lie. Ashley Nicole, I thought you were somebody else. I thought you were another YouTuber that annoyed me that I was about to be like, oh my god, why the fuck is she in my life? But I thought you were somebody else. But yeah, New York City does have great food. Someone said that's why I love Germany. You have to learn their language before you can move there. A lot of Germans speak English, but they do not tolerate people who don't even try to learn their language. Yeah, you had to basically know English to get a job. Now, being bilingual is it gets you in the door real fast, and even at that, the pay will still suck. What the fuck? They should speak. They need to speak English, man. What the hell? What's your opinion on the crazy rise of entrepreneurs during the COVID pandemic? I don't blame them. When you look at the world that we live in and you see that we got fucked over with like 5 stimulus checks in the US, it kind of makes you think for a second, why didn't you already start a business from the get-go when you see that the government not even trying to support us and help us out? So yeah, I'm happy as hell that there's a lot more entrepreneurs. But with more entrepreneurs comes less people who are willing to be doctors and lawyers and everybody and their mom wanting to be an influencer. But I'm glad everybody's trying to be, a lot of people are trying to be entrepreneurs. You got to find some way to make sure you're safe because you can't always rely on the economy. You know what I mean? Like it kind of makes me disappointed a little bit whenever I wake up and I see people that I know personally say that the jobs don't pay and that they got to go to a whole new city and go to a whole new state because the jobs aren't paying like they used to. That disappoints me to hear. It disappoints me, but that's just the way the world has been in the past 5 years. So all I can say to that is do what you got to do. Let's see. Weather, food, sun, and beach are the best in Miami. Yes, everything and all that is good in Miami, but the pay sucks. If you're trying to move to Miami, don't. The pay is trash. I grew up there and I would never go back. I grew up all around South Florida, but mostly Miami. I would never go back. I would never ever want to live there. Maybe for a little bit, like, okay, yeah, let's see how it is now that I'm able to kind of like navigate and afford it. But yeah, nah, I would never live in that shit again. Fuck no. The New Yorkers can have it. The New Yorkers are what fucked up my city. The New Yorkers just kept swooping in and swarming in, and they fucked up Miami. They had that shit. They can have it. Y'all can have it. It's not the Miami I once knew. It's not the Miami I once knew. You got people looking at you crazy when you don't speak Spanish. You know what I mean? Like people will look at you crazy if you don't even speak Spanish. Like that was like the life of growing up in Miami. And it wasn't always really like that, but to some degree it kind of was, but it just wasn't always purely like that. And Miami's now evolved. Like it's now influencer central. It's now central to like my city's not the same. Y'all can fucking have it. You run up the price, run up the bag, run up the check, run up the fucking uh rent. I don't give a fuck about that city, bitch. I'm moving to Africa where everything is organic and fresh and cheaper. But y'all can have my city. I don't fucking care. I don't care. Like I know some of y'all are different though, because I know some of y'all are from like Philly and New York City and all these other cool places, and you're just like gentrification is not an awful thing. Like I try to make it seem. Does it suck sometimes when your favorite chicken shack is getting shut down? I mean, yeah. I mean, does it suck sometimes? Because I've lived in LA for years. You know, it does kind of suck sometimes when I see my favorite taco shop getting shut down because they can't afford to sustain it anymore. Like that makes me upset. But it's been happening forever. It's just it's something that cannot be destroyed. Like it's going to continue to happen because people are always going to leave their hometown and look for better opportunities elsewhere. So all you can kind of do is just own something or just get with the changes. Your neighborhood is not going to look the same for 50 years. That's why we have nostalgia. Sometimes things are nostalgic. Some things are just meant to just be there and then go away. You know, Joan Collins once said, "Nothing good truly lasts forever." And you know what? I want to actually play that quote so y'all can know what I'm talking about. But Joan Collins, the beautiful, famous actress from the 50s, she said straight up, like, nothing good lasts forever. Let me see. And she's right. That's kind of how you should just look at things in life. Eventually, you're gonna lose good things, like even your career, like all that money you're making, like it's probably not gonna last. But you can create other good things. You know what I mean? Like the thing that's benefiting you, making you a lot of money, it might be good for 5, 10, 15, 25 years, but eventually you might go through its demise. Or that's why you got to evolve. That's why you got to find ways to evolve and go with the change and create new changes. Let me see. Fuck, I'm trying to find this shit. Okay. Hold on, let me find it. Let me find it. Hold on.
Before people use that word.
Oh, let me see. Hold on.
Dolls, making furniture, even if I go
I'm sorry.
Without makeup on, I'll always put on lipstick. It's the queen of cosmetics.
Hold on. New York City already is the Caribbean. What's your opinion on the crazy rise of entrepreneurs? I already read that. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm just late.
Kind of dizzy. Your physicality, your hair, your legs.
Let me see. Somebody said it's good. Okay, there's no lagging. Okay, just making sure. Okay, if you have a question, feel free to ask. Having to monetize your hobby kind of sucks though, because a lot of it is pressure. Okay, this is actually a really good comment. Okay, the signal is not that good. I really hope I'm still good. So somebody said, too many people are moving to Houston, Texas in general, and it's annoying. Go to Nebraska or Wyoming or something. Okay, Texas natives, let me ask y'all a question. People who live in Houston, people who live in Dallas, San Antonio, and Austin, I get it. I get it. Y'all don't want people moving to Houston, Texas. Y'all want people moving to, and trust me, I get it. Okay. Like for me, at one point, I was wondering why everything was getting so bad in Miami when I was younger. And then I just was like, whatever, fuck it. Like if they want to have it, they can have this shit. Why do y'all hate people coming to y'all city so much besides the fact that they're raising the rent? Is it the rent? Is it the fact that y'all can't afford to stay there? Is it the fact, well, like, what is it? Because some people are telling me it's because they come and they bring their crime to our city. Like, for example, like Houston has always been a little bit of crimey, but now there's shootouts at the Galleria. The Galleria is the biggest mall in Texas. It's one of the biggest malls in Houston. Why the fuck are there shootouts at the Galleria? I don't even ever recall ever hearing shit like that. I think that's why a lot of people don't like people coming to their city, because they bring chaos. It was like that in Atlanta. Like at one point, Atlanta was a vibe. Atlanta always had crime, but it was a vibe for a while. And then whenever crime happens or crazy ass horrific shit happens, like shootouts and fighting, and people were shooting up parties and people causing fist fights at like lounges and shit. People always say, "Oh, it's the out of towners bringing that shit." It's out of towners. Is it really out of towners though? Is that why a lot of y'all in Texas don't want people moving to y'all city? And then also, I mean, Texas is lit. Like you guys have amazing jobs, even though the job economy can be a little bit competitive sometimes. Listen, it's affordable to live there, and the food is good, and the southern hospitality is great. If y'all don't want people living in y'all city, y'all gonna have to treat them like shit. People come to Texas because y'all are nice and the food is real good. Start making the food trash and stop being nice to all the people, everybody. And maybe people will stop coming. Let me see. You said where I live, mostly Spanish people, and I have to, where I live, it's mostly Spanish people, and I have, let me see, and I have customers that don't speak Spanish all the time. LOL. That's because the manager that works there probably speaks Spanish, and he probably hired all of them. New Yorkers always fucking shit up, even in New York. New Yorkers have nice things. I love living here, but one New Yorker ruins shit for every New Yorker. Someone said, yes, gentrification isn't a bad thing. I mean, it's happening here in Atlanta, but I'm not really complaining. Hey, Trap Trev. Trev said, man, whoa, what? Let me see. Nostalgia? Someone said, but change for the best or change for the worst. Sometimes gentrification is good because when things change, at least you get a Starbucks by your house. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like growing up in the hood kind of fucking sucked. You know what I mean? So I didn't even know. First of all, I thought Starbucks came out in like 2013. That's how out of the loop I was in the hood. I was like, oh wait, Starbucks. Like I'm hearing about it all over Vine and social media. And then I get older and I realize, oh, Starbucks has been here for a long time. We just never had Starbucks. And Chipotle, I thought Chipotle came out in like 2017, 2016. No, Chipotle has been around for a long time. I'm just now catching up with it and realizing that it's been around since the early 2000s. Same thing with Chick-fil-A. I thought Chick-fil-A came out a couple years ago. I thought Chick-fil-A was new in 2015. I thought, even something like what's the thing that all the kids are eating nowadays? I thought something like Starbucks, Chick-fil-A, I thought all that shit was new. I thought Chipotle was new. No, it was new to me. Even Whole Foods. Whole Foods is another thing. I didn't know Whole Foods was a thing until 2015. And I'm like, oh my God. I now realize the only reason why I know about Whole Foods and Chipotle is because of gentrification. And I thought to myself for a while, oh, these are new restaurants. These are new farmers market. This is like a new thing. It's a new trend. These aren't new trends. It's just that we don't get that shit. When you live in the hood and you grow up in the hood and you grow up in poverty, you get crumbs. They don't give us that shit. They're scared that we're gonna fucking shoplift and loot the shit. They don't put it in our fucking area. But if they did, it would have been nice because maybe when I was younger, I could have applied to those places and maybe got a job a lot sooner. Instead of having to deal with the fact that we got a Chinese nail salon on every fucking corner and a Chinese fucking market on every corner and a fucking Middle Eastern Arab like market on every corner that they don't even hire people because they're too busy hiring people from their own culture and community. They don't hire people who are from that community. I thought that stuff was new. You know what I mean? So yeah, gentrification can be good because when a lot of those places moved in, I would go in, I would see people that I went to high school with working there. So yeah. So no, I did not. Not yet. Someone said too many people in Houston is ghetto and dangerous now. It used to be chill and manageable. Yeah, that traffic is ridiculous. I'm not gonna lie. Like Houston traffic is insane. Someone said, I'm sorry, give me a second. Let me catch up. So somebody said here in Dallas, Texas. I love reading your comments. You're so funny. Destiny McGowan. Here in Dallas, Texas, these people are coming from California with more income based on their California checks and making all the rent and mortgages go up. It's all crowded. The Texas income doesn't match. That is very true because the minimum wage in Texas is like what? Like y'all, first of all, y'all still making $9 an hour in Texas. Now, granted, most people in Texas get at least $11 to $12 an hour, right? Because again, they think in Texas that that's manageable. But people are going to Texas with their California and New York City mindsets. Okay, this is actually fair. This is fair. People are going to Texas with their California mindsets and they're trying to make $25 an hour. Why the fuck are you going to Texas where rent you can get a decent studio apartment, a decent suburb, a decent area for about you can get a nice studio in Texas in a nice area for $900 a month, $800 a month, right? If you want something nice, a washer and dryer, and you want a nice one bedroom, you can get that for like $1,200 a month. That's not bad compared to other major cities. People come to Texas and they move and they be like, oh yeah, I just came from California. I'm here to get that cheap living. And then they go get that cheap living. And guess what happens? They want $28 an hour. They want $35 an hour. They're like, well, I came from New York and I came from California. I want this X, Y, and Z an hour. You're not going to get that. They're going to tell you, we can only give you 17. And then if they push hard enough, they'll probably get that. And then more people are going to try to come and get that as well. And then other people that live in that city are going to say, well, bitch, I've been here my whole fucking life. I have this resume. I want $20-something an hour too. And then think about inflation and the economy and people struggling, and people starting to realize that 16 an hour isn't enough. So yeah, okay, that's very fair. People come with their mentality and their wage mentality. People want to get paid the same that they got. That makes sense. JFK died in Texas. I didn't even know that. Okay, so Jonte said it's impossible to get around in these big cities. They're filled to capacity. Traffic is backed up for hours at a time. No homes or jobs available. Rent has skyrocketed. Yikes. All I can say is save and get your passports. Hold on. Making yourself look as good as what you wear. Let me see. Okay, so it's not a lasting situation, and unfortunately. So somebody said, like you. I'm sorry. Very successful, and I got the role of like, what have I learned about confidence? A reasonable. Somebody said, gosh, the people from California and New York have been coming in droves. The traffic comes, prices of rent, and the lack of housing on the market. I can go on and on. Damn. Okay. Then that is justified. That is fair. So it does make sense that a lot of y'all Texan people don't like Californians and New York's coming to y'all city. Because the people are driving up the prices to the point where you're frustrated and you're angry all the fucking time because you can't even afford to live in your hometown. Okay, I mean, that's fair because they're bringing their liberal policies to your city. Because there was a point in time where, I'm gonna be honest with you, like I grew up in like Florida, right? Like I grew up in Florida, Miami to be exact, but Miami's different from the rest of the South. People always looked at the rest of the South as like ghetto and ratchet and like bad schools and fat people and obesity. And now all of a sudden, these same New Yorkers and Californians that said KKK, red states, now they all want to move to Texas because they see what the TikTokers are saying. They see what Drake is saying about Texas. And now they're bringing their liberal policies and ideas to y'all state and cities, and they're causing everything to go up. And then guess what? The cycle's gonna repeat. They're gonna go to another state and do the same thing. Because nobody wants to go to fucking Nebraska. Nobody want to go to Wyoming. Who the fuck even wants to go to even Alaska? Like a lot of people don't even want to go to a lot of these states that are too cold and too weird and too edgy. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of states that have a lot of potential. Like people aren't running to move to Philly. That's why Philly is still affordable. Like Philly is lit, but like a lot of people aren't moving there because I'm not gonna lie. Listen, Philly is cool, but everywhere in Philly is the hood. And nobody's running to move there. And I'm not gonna say that, but everywhere in Philly looks kind of old and chill. Unless you have mad money, you're not gonna be living like grassy yard, and everywhere in Philly is kind of the hood. So people aren't running to move there. People aren't running to move to Wyoming. They're not running to move to Nebraska. They're not running to move to South Dakota, and they're not running to move to Delaware. People want to go where the rappers are talking about. People want to go where the good food is. People want to go where the vibes are. And now Texas is it. And you know what's so crazy to me? I'll never understand why some people are so infatuated with Texas that the younger generation is going there for spring break. Why are people going to Houston or Dallas for spring break? It's not a spring break. Houston's not a tourist city. It's not a touristy city. Like there's shit to do and see in Houston, but Houston is not a touristy place. It's a fun place to enjoy yourself, live live, and eat. And if you know people, Houston is lit. If you know where to go, Houston's great. There's a lot to see in Houston, but it's not really built for tourists. I never understood why that's the new spot, but I digress. What I will say is this is let me see. I'm sorry. You said what? This person said, well, a lot of bottom feeders moved to Atlanta and Houston over the last 3 years. I mean, they can't afford to live in LA. They can't afford to live in San Francisco. They can't afford to live in New York. So to them, it's just like, well, Atlanta it is, Houston it is. And there was a one point where, listen, there was one point where everybody thought the South was just dirty and ghetto. Like, I got a friend who won't even go to the South. He's like, oh, the South is just racist. And like, I remember I told my friend I was going to Mississippi because I wanted to see, Mississippi. Like, y'all are the hospitality state. Like, Mississippi people are hospitable. They smile at you, even if it's phony. They still smile at you. They're the hospitality state. And he was telling me, Choice, be careful not to get lynched when you go over there. And I went and I was like, I have never seen anything so calm and so chill like this in my fucking life. Like, I went to Jackson, Mississippi. I had a great time. I had a great ass time. Let's see. In New York City, we treat them like shit, and people still come. Yeah, that's true. New Yorkers are not very nice. They're not nice on the surface level, but New Yorkers are some of the most coolest, down to earth people ever. But you know what? Cute people come into New York City. First of all, y'all pay very well. Like, did you hear me? In New York City, y'all pay so good. You can get paid like $27 an hour for being a fucking CNA. In other states like Texas, CNAs are making like $14 an hour. You're making $27 an hour. In Texas, you have engineers making like $28, $32 an hour. As a CNA, you're making 27 an hour in New York City because you're in New York City. That's what makes New York City so lit. The pay is good. My hometown, Miami, I don't know what the fuck a lot of y'all see in that place. I don't know why everybody wants to just live there all of a sudden, but the pay in Miami sucks. But New York, you can get a high paying job there. You can say a lot of shit about New York. You can say a lot of shit about how New York is dirty, it's this, it's that. But one thing you can't say about New York is that you're not going to get paid well. You will. Yay, I caught a live. I'm happy you did. Let me see. Give me a second. I'm trying to catch up with some of these comments. Let's see. Marie said it's because when people aren't born there, they don't care about the city because they weren't born and raised there. So they treat everything like trash and trash the buildings because chaos and don't give a fuck. Good points. Raising Cane's. Yes, yes. I thought Raising Cane's was new, but because of being isolated and living in poverty and living in shit areas as a kid, I thought Raising Cane's was a new invention. I was like, oh, Raising Cane's, that's so cool. That new chicken place. I thought everybody in the world got reintroduced to Raising Cane's. Come to find out, I'm just now catching up to what Raising Cane's is. It's been around for years. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that because of growing up in the fucking slum. Growing up in the hood where all we had was like the little chicken spot, the little Jamaican spot, the little Trini spot, the little spot where they sold Chinese food, the spot like McDonald's, Burger King, the usual stuff. Like, I didn't know anything about no fucking Raising Cane's and Chick-fil-A or Chipotle when I was a kid. Come to find out, that stuff has been around for years. Gentrification is sometimes a good thing. Like, yeah, it sucks because, oh, my favorite spot isn't here anymore, but sometimes gentrification is a good thing. Mind your business, chicken salad. Anyways, so someone said, wow, I just got thrown out of your live. That's weird. How the fuck that happened? Someone said, I can confirm that living in the hood sucks. I don't even walk my dogs at a certain time. It sucks. Living in a bad area just isn't that fun. It just really sucks. Let's see. Somebody said, you thought McDonald's was new? How? McDonald's has been around since like the 60s, I think. Someone said, I don't make no $9 an hour, LOL. Please tell me you make less than that and you live in Texas. Yeah, $9 an hour is what a lot of people in Texas make, believe it or not. That's the minimum wage. Yep. Wait, hold on. This person just corrected me. Someone said the Texas minimum wage is $7.25 Choice, not $9, LOL. That's fucking crazy. Wait, Minimum wage in Chicago was $11 to $15 an hour. Oh, my bad. You weren't saying you make $9 an hour. You're saying you can't live off $9 an hour. That's crazy. But people literally get that's like you know how much that is? That's like $95 a week, $120 a week if you work a good amount of hours. When I was a kid, I was making like $8 an hour in Florida. And for me, I thought I was balling, making my little $150 a week. I don't know how the fuck people do that shit, making $150 a week. Someone said in Texas it's still $725, but there are a lot of jobs that will pay you a little more, and you gotta fight to get those jobs. Cali is $16.50 an hour. Wow. Oh yes, you're right, Destiny. If you are a server, you're making $2 to $3 an hour in Texas. Yep, because they think you make mad money in tips. And racism, so they don't have to pay you minimum wage. You have to live off the tips. Yep. Oh my god, someone said I need to start a GoFundMe to move out the country. Sign me up, bitch. Sign me up. We can co-sign it, motherfucker. Like we can both be a part of that GoFundMe. I'm sorry. Let me catch up. Nobody's going to Colorado. I barely hear about that place. Colorado is pretty damn expensive. Not as expensive as California or New York or LA or all the other big cities, but yeah, nobody really goes to Colorado. Like, it's too fucking cold. Who the fuck trying to live in the cold? Okay, Jackie Teresa at $7 and some change is the minimum wage in Texas. I moved here from Buffalo, New York, thinking it would be cheaper living. It's worse. Just as expensive, lower pay, and less public transportation. And you live in Pearland. Why would you live in Pearland? Are you just a suburbs person? Pearland is basically like outside of Houston. That's like 50 minutes outside of Houston. That's literally like the suburbs. If you want to get paid a decent amount, maybe leave the suburbs a little bit, or try looking towards the Woodlands, which is like the northern side of Houston. But yeah, Texas, the pay sucks. That's just normal. People move there for cheaper living, and you'll find that. But unless you have degrees on you know certifications, you're not going to get shit in Texas. Like, you're just not going to make that much money. You move there for cheaper living, move there for a calmer life, but if you don't have a lit job lined up, you're going to be struggling in Texas. And I'm sorry, sweetheart, that you're struggling, because in Buffalo, New York, like, you're from New York State. Then you live in upstate. Like, in upstate New York, they have some of the best schools. They have some of the best public transport, some of the best pizza. Like, there's a lot of opportunities in the state of New York, and they take very good care of the state, and pay is pretty high. But yeah, you're not going to make much money going to Texas compared to Buffalo, New York. You're not. And you can, but you're probably going to have to go back to school. That's the thing about Texas. A lot of people are trying to pursue school again. Like, you meet some people, they're like, oh, I'm going to go to school for this. I got to go to school for that. People want to make more money, and you can't make more money in Texas unless you have certifications and degrees. Like, they need a really good reason to pay you more, other than the fact that you came from a state that paid you a lot of money. They just need a better reason to pay you more. Let's see. A lot of people can't make it for in California, LOL. Sadly, no. Oh, hell no. Nebraska, Alaska, final affliction. You may wake up to a wild animal in your face. Yeah, you might. You might wake up to a fucking antelope or a deer in your fucking front yard. Let's see. Somebody said, oh my God, you're from Boston? I'm from Boston, and it's just too expensive. That's why I moved to Texas. Just because I wanted warmer weather. Are you happy in Texas? Because a lot of people, it's so crazy. There's a huge trend of people moving to Houston and Texas, and then they bitch and complain about how low the pay is. Like, inform me. Let me know. Houston is a vibe choice. That's why Houston is a vibe. I love Houston, Texas. I love Dallas, Texas. I love Houston. Austin is cool. It's not my cup of tea for obvious reasons, but Austin is cool. Galveston Beach. Come on, Choice. Let me see. I'm from Houston. I've never heard this until now. What do they do? What do you mean? I'm way out of. I'm like, oh my god. I'm like scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. I'm like 100 comments behind. Thank you, Miss Oangie. I appreciate the super chat. Wait, I'm sorry. In Seattle, y'all are making $22 an hour in Seattle? Are you fucking kidding me? What the fuck? I wish I'd known that already. Someone said, I thought when I moved to Texas to be dirt roads, people rolling around in mud and hella racist people in cowboy hats. Glad to say I was wrong, but I also got told crazy stuff going to New York, New York. They do that in New York City too? They don't pay waitresses in New York? What the fuck? I live in New York City and our minimum wage is way higher than less than $7. Yeah. The minimum wage in New York City, I think, is like $18. Isn't it like 15? It's like $15 to $18 an hour. Pearland is upscale. Let me see. So, okay, hold on. Okay, this is a good comment to read. Somebody said, Houston is not it. I'm not getting fed up by no hurricane. Oh, fucked up by no hurricane. Listen, get you a generator and you'll be okay. Girl, Colorado is supposedly liberal, but why when I went, it was 90% white and they look at you funny if you don't look rich? Yikes. Cashier in Texas makes $9 an hour. Cashier at California makes $22 an hour. Yeah, literally. Literally, that's just it in California. California pays very well. Let me see. Oh, the Bay Area. I love the Bay Area. You have friends that live there. I got friends in the Bay Area too. The Bay Area is incredible. It's like listen, if I was filthy stinking rich and didn't give a fuck about leaving America, I'd fucking buy a nice gated home in the Bay Area to keep all the fucking crackheads and tweakers out. You were bullied for being black in elementary school in Richardson, Texas. It's so racist. I hated it. I'm sorry to hear that. Did you beat their ass? That's what the fuck you should have did. I hope your mom told you to beat their ass. Unless you're on Section 8 or super rich, New York City is not for the middle class. Yikes. Let's see. Wow. Somebody said, I'm not going to work for minimum wage. I'm 43 years old with work history. I understand. In your head, you're not going to just do it minimum wage. But sadly, we kind of live in a world now where they don't really give a fuck about your credentials or your resume. They give a fuck about what you've done recently. So if you went to school like 10, 12 years ago, they probably don't give a fuck. If you went to school recently and you got a lot of experience, you'll probably get a really lit, high paying job. Isn't it crazy how fucked up the world is? Isn't it crazy that we were all sold the lie? We all drank the Kool-Aid, thought we had to go to school and all this stuff and it would mean something forever. And then you realize that a lot of people with degrees, engineering, and this, that, and the third are all struggling to find work because of all the mass layoffs. And a lot of them are having to work at like pizza shops and restaurants. And we all drank the Kool-Aid just to find out that your degree don't really mean much. You got to network your ass off just to get a decent career. Let's see. A lot of truck drivers can't drive. To be honest with you, get your CDL. If you want a good paying job, get your truck driving license. I think the class is about $1,200 to $1,500, and then you can pretty much work in any state. There's a huge demand for truck drivers. Somebody said, "Why do you say Austin, Texas, is not your cup of tea for obvious reasons?" What are obvious reasons? It's not as diverse as I would like it to be. That's the best way to put it. Yes, especially women. Get your CDL. If you want to be a truck driver, get your CDL. Like, of course, it seems like intimidating because you're driving a big ass fucking 18 wheeler that could kill somebody. And if you watched Final Destination, you're probably a little bit iffy. But I'll be real. Um, just get your CDL. Even if you just get it just to get it, it can open a lot of doors for you. You never know. Someone said, I won't lie. Some days I want to move because I'm indecisive, but I love seeing my Africans, so I'm glad. Let me see. I'll be moving to Seattle then. Yep, Seattle, they pay very well in Seattle. It's really expensive to live in Seattle. It is. Wait, it's $18 in New York, but it's going up. Damn. Shout out to New York. Someone said, no, literally, I have to watch myself when I step out the house in Dallas. Oh, wow. But I love to pop out, but not like all the way. Some of these people be doing too much, clutching my pearls. How do you feel about Tampa? Ain't shit over there, but I mean, Tampa has evolved a lot. I'm gonna be honest with you. When I used to visit Tampa, it was just mostly a lot of Cubans and white people and a good portion of black people. Now, people from all over the world, like people from Connecticut, Baltimore, Nebraska, Seattle, California, people from all over, like you got a whole bunch of Dominicans. Like we didn't have a lot of Dominicans in Tampa back then. Now there's a shit ton of them. Let's see. I mean, I live in San Antonio, Texas. I usually get paid like 13 an hour. 13 an hour is pretty impressive for San Antonio because they do have very low cost of living. How do you feel about Sabrina Carpenter? Backlash? Honestly, where the fuck did she even come from? That's my main question about Sabrina Carpenter. Let me see. Somebody said, oh, you said it, not me. Let's see. I'm trying to catch up. Wait, you said Sabrina Carpenter's parents are Scientologists? Okay, I'm sorry. That glare is fucking pissing me off. I'm sorry. That glare is like really upsetting me. Okay. Scientologists are some sneaky, slick, weird motherfuckers. Essentially, Scientologists are people that basically they don't go with the flow of things. They believe that you can manipulate your entire mind. Like, it's complicated to talk about what Scientologists are. So I'll kind of just let ChatGPT explain what Scientologists are. So explain a Scientologist. So I remember one time I ran into somebody that worked for Scientology, right? And I remember I told her that she was just randomly saying, like, is there anything in your life that you're dealing with, that you're going through? And I was like, well, I mean, I do deal with social anxiety sometimes. Like sometimes I just want to like it's hard sometimes to just put myself out there. And she was like, oh my God, like I understand. I connect with you. Like I've dealt with, I've dealt with social anxiety too. And then literally I'm completely cured of it. I literally completely cured myself after getting into this program. I'm sorry. She took something I said and then she flipped it and turned it on me and felt like that she could literally like help me resolve and solve issues. Yeah, she's manipulative. But that's what happens to me. It's being Scientologist. No. Sum it up in a few funny words. Let me ask ChatGPT to sum it up for y'all because I just don't have the energy for this. Okay, so this is a Scientologist. Here we go. Let's turn the volume up for y'all.
A Scientologist is a person who follows or practices Scientology, which is a religion founded in the early 1950s by L. Ron Hubbard, a science fiction writer. Here's a breakdown of what it means. What is Scientology? Scientology is a belief system that claims to offer a path to spiritual enlightenment and freedom through a process called auditing, which helps people recall and confront past traumas, called engrams, that supposedly limit their potential. Key beliefs of a Scientologist. 1. Humans are immortal spiritual beings called Thetans. 2. Thetans have lived through many past lives, even on other planets. 3. Personal growth and salvation come from spiritual counseling sessions using a device called an e-meter, which measures electrical resistance in the body. 4. Scientologists aim to become clear, a state where all traumatic memories are removed. Number 5. Advanced followers study secret teachings about Xenu, an alien overlord blamed for humanity's spiritual problems, revealed at higher levels, not told to beginners. Practices of Scientologists. Attend auditing sessions. Take courses at Scientology centers, often costly. Follow the Bridge to Total Freedom, a structured path of spiritual advancement. A Scientologist is basically someone who believes we're all ancient space souls called Thetans, stuck in human bodies. And the way to fix our cosmic baggage is by talking into a spiritual lie detector, called an e-meter, until we're clear. Once you level up, you might even learn about the alien warlord Xenu, who allegedly yeeted souls into volcanoes 75 million years ago. And yes, that's the actual lore. So in short, it's like therapy meets Star Wars with a membership fee.
Yeah. So essentially, those motherfuckers are crazy. So essentially, they kind of believe to some degree that we're all spiritual beings, that we're all bought here. They believe that we're all some way, somehow aliens, right? Living a human experience and everything is just man-made. And essentially, they think that they can reverse trauma and reverse moments in your life that affect your mental health and that affect your mindset by just deleting certain things. So basically, I met a bitch who worked for Scientology and tried to recruit me, and she essentially told me that she was able to cure my social anxiety. Now, I've cured my social anxiety in different ways. Like social anxiety, any type of mental health condition never really goes away. It stays with you. You just learn how to live with it and cope with it, like bipolar disorder, schizophrenia, generalized anxiety, and much more. I've grown from social anxiety because I simply just exposed myself. That's what you're supposed to do when you have social anxiety. You're supposed to literally go through exposure therapy, such as traveling solo. That's what I've done. Going to other countries by myself, forcing myself out of my comfort zone, trying to meet new people, going to bars, clubs, events by myself. That's helped me a lot. And people, this bitch that I met in Scientology, she said to me, she's like, oh yeah, I can like completely cure you. Like, just get into this program. And also you gotta pay, right? Like you gotta pay. Like they want to sell you to help you fix your trauma. They think they can go inside your mental health, go inside your mind, and they can delete stuff or re-alter how you think and perceive stuff. And they have a big ass church. There's a bunch of celebrities involved with it, and they all make a lot of money. It's a complicated system, but yeah, they believe that we're all just aliens in this fucking world, and it's all a big cash grab in my perspective. But it goes a little bit deeper than that, and that's another conversation for another day. Let me see. So Anji said, never did this super chat, but thank you. Oh my God, this is your first time doing a super chat. Thank you so much for even sending me your first ever super chat. Thank you, Choice TV, for always educating us. Where is a reasonable spot to reside in the U.S., in your opinion? The most reasonable spot that doesn't get a lot of natural disasters and nothing crazy ever happens there is Minneapolis, Minnesota. That's where Lovely T is from. Minneapolis, Minnesota doesn't get a lot of natural disasters. There's a shit ton of construction going on there. They have a nice ass downtown, and it's not a touristy place. A lot of people don't go there unless they're doing education there or they're visiting family. But Minneapolis, Minnesota, they're nice, they're friendly. There's some good food there. I would recommend it for sure. Like, I would recommend Minneapolis, Minnesota if you want to get away from all the crazy shit and you want affordable cost of living. And they have a pretty strong economy. Minneapolis, Minnesota is pretty but I wouldn't want to fucking live there because it's too damn cold and it's boring as fuck. Some of y'all probably from there probably just like, good bitch, don't move here. We don't want y'all here. The founder must have been on drugs. You went to Scientology rehab years ago? It was a cult. Yeah, it's a cult. 100%. Science fiction, huh? Someone author founded it. Yep. I'm from Chicago, but when I heard minimum wage started at $15 an hour in 2014, I was gone. I'm in Washington State, and you make $33 an hour, and all I do is work at a front desk. You make $33 in fucking Seattle? That's crazy to me. A membership cult is wild. Yep. And first of all, wait, hold on. I'm sorry. Pause. You need to plug people in. Where the fuck you work at? You make $33 an hour, and all you do is sit in the desk. Yeah, where the fuck you work at? Sounds like a cult, low key. Minneapolis is great, but it's getting expensive. A studio in Uptown is like 1.8K. That's crazy. Let me see. Someone said y'all leave Cleveland alone. Ain't nobody trying to move to Ohio. Ain't shit over there. Ain't shit in Ohio. Ain't shit in Cleveland. Maybe Cincinnati. Ain't shit in Cleveland. There ain't shit over there. Nobody going over to Ohio. Ohio is gonna be affordable until the end of time. Ain't shit over there. No offense, but ain't shit in your city. Like there's nothing over there. Someone said any work from home jobs hiring y'all. Can y'all plug her in? She just said, is there any work from home jobs hiring? If y'all know any work from home jobs hiring, feel free to plug her in. If you know anyone or if you can offer a reference. If you can offer a reference, feel free to comment in the chat and help Ogre out. Help Jada out. Ohio the dead end babies. Ohio would never. Someone said if she shares, we all going to be jobless, or the lower the job, or the lower, or end up with a lower wage. Let me see. Someone in the chat said they live in Austin, Texas. Why aren't y'all's news outlets reporting on the murders there? Have they caught the serial unalivings? There's a serial killer in Austin, Texas. I never heard that before. Let me see. Somebody said T-Mobile pays pretty well, decent wages to be honest. Let me see. So someone said I work as a behavioral therapist and it's over 30. Wow. You work as a behavioral therapist and you have no schooling and you make $30 plus an hour. That's insane. So yeah, that's where this person works at. Oh my God. Ladybird killer? Okay. Next topic. Let's not talk about serial killers. Let's talk about how I'm still upset about the fact that YouTube age restricted my last live stream. Essentially my last live stream, which I was really upset about, because literally I'm talking about like 20 hours after I got off, YouTube hit me with the we're gonna age restrict. I was so mad. Like when I tell you I was like halfway asleep, and then I get the fucking email that says we just age restricted your video. I was so mad, but basically I was talking about a lot of the ICE raids, and I had a lot of opinions. You know what I mean? And I was very neutral. I feel like I was very unbiased, and some people were a little bit like a little bit iffy about my opinions, but my opinions kind of still stand and are still the same. Essentially my opinion was, and I lost a lot of fucking subscribers. I woke up and I saw my subscribers. I saw that I got negative 645 subscribers. And I was just like, I thought I was pretty fair and neutral. Let me open up this tab really quickly. Let me open it up. So let me show y'all for those who don't believe me. So yeah, I lost. Let me let it unfocus. You see that? I lost over 645 subscribers in a matter of a week. And I'm like, what the fuck happened? I don't know what the fuck I say. Over 645 people thought that I was just so fucking annoying that they just unsubscribed. And to be honest with you, whenever I lose subscribers, I kind of just be like, whatever, good riddance, bitch. I feel like if people are willing to unsubscribe to you over opinions, they ain't fucking like you anyways. It's kind of like when somebody, like, y'all ever have somebody look for a reason to not like you? Like, you just were cool, chill, just vibing, and they found one little reason to not like you and look at you stank, and that was it. That was somebody that probably was just a hater from the minute they met you. They were just looking for a reason to rule you out. Not saying everybody's hating on me, but sometimes people just want a reason to not fuck with you or like you or care for you, and you didn't do anything at all other than just vibe, just chill, and we're just being whatever. So sometimes it's like, good riddance, bitch. Don't let the door hit you with the good luck split you, and don't let the door hit your ass on the way out. So Destiny McGowan said, I don't even think you said anything other than you still want to visit Iran and Israel. You didn't really say anything about the war. I really didn't. Let me see. I disagree with a few of your opinions, Choice, but I love how straightforward you are. And I appreciate you still being here and respecting my opinion. Oh, let me see. Hold on. Hendy said, I've been watching since high school and I just finished my master's degree last month. I love your videos and your vibe. Congrats, Hendy. I appreciate you for still being here and congrats on your master's. Let's see. Let me see. Oh my God. It's a big ass fly in here. Hold on. Bitch. Caught your ass, bitch. Got it. I got it. It's been fucking with me for the whole fucking time I've been on live. Yeah, let me see. Someone said, love your vis choice. Thank you so much. I love you back. I appreciate the support. Fuck. Sorry about that. I don't know why I keep pressing the fucking back button. Sorry about that. I'm sorry. Somebody said not the hotel pillow. Sorry about that. Sorry, y'all. Anyways, let me get back to the topic. Okay. So yeah, so essentially, I'm still gonna go to Iran and I'm still gonna go to Israel and I'm still gonna go to China as well. If anybody here wants to join me, you know what? I know I said I was gonna do a travel group, right? So let me just follow up with that, right? Let me give you guys more. Now there's 1,000 people in here. First of all, like this live. If you're in here, what the fuck you doing? Like the live. Let me start by saying I'm gonna be doing the travel group thing. So a lot of y'all hear me sometimes say I'm gonna travel and go here and there and here and there. Um, I'm gonna do like travels, right? But I want to go overseas. So I'm not gonna just be like, oh yeah, we're gonna go all the way to like Switzerland. Like I want to go to like really fun and cool countries from all over the world. So if you're down to travel, let me know. I'm gonna come up with like a list of places that I want to go. And if anybody want to jump in, feel free to. I'll do multiple, and it won't be no weird shit where I'm like, send me money, send me money, send me money. It's like, no, that's fucking weird. Like, okay, like no Mary Jane Barm shit. You know what I mean? I mean, maybe one day like I'll charge if it makes sense and there's like something in it. But other than that, it'll be like kind of like a link up thing. Like I'm gonna send a link, and then you sign up for the link and you RSVP. And your RSVP doesn't get approved until you show me that you bought your ticket. So when I have like a confirmed place that I'm going and I show you on my itinerary, I'll send out like a RSVP link. And whoever's serious about going can come with me. And just let me know whoever wants to travel. I'm not gonna lie though, right? Like I'm not trying to like I mean yeah, like I'll go to like fun places. Like we can go to Fiji or Switzerland or this place or Italy. Like, that'd be cool. But I also want to go to fun places that nobody ever thinks to go. How would y'all feel if I wanted to go to Iran? Is there anybody watching this live that would want to accompany me to Iran? I mean, not now, obviously, but in a couple months when all this shit hopefully dies down. Is there anybody that would want to come with me to Iran? Or is there anybody that would want to come with me to Iraq? Like I've wanted to go to Iraq for so long. Like they got the best pomegranates. Like, I hated pomegranates until I had pomegranates in the Middle East. I would love to go to Iraq. I love to go to Iran. I love to go to Turkey. I would love to go to Poland. I would love to go to, what is it? Oh, Egypt. I would love to go to Somalia. Somalia has been on my list for the longest time. I love Somali food, and Somali people are so attractive. Let me see. Yeah, it's always important to be objective. You disagree with a lot of things I say, but I force you to see every side. Because sometimes it's good to be objective. Like, it's okay to pick a side and have your opinions, but sometimes being objective helps. You said I'd be doing the most secure flies. I broke my toilet seat standing on it. Yeah, anything to get those motherfuckers out of the way. Oh, and I'm going to China. China's on my list too. China, I have so much shopping to do, and I'm going to be doing it in China. So if anybody want to come to China as well, let me know. Let me see. Hold on. People are asking me what I think about B. Simone. I said B. Simone is going broke, and nobody gives a fuck or cares because at the end of the day, I mean, people don't really care about influencers going broke because, again, we have all our own fucking issues. Let's see. Oh, thank you. You're one of the few people online who aren't afraid to just be authentic, and it's refreshing. Thank you, and I appreciate you for showing love and still being here to this day. Someone said that choice bringing us to the war zones. Not now. I mean, Iran has been on my list even before all this shit. Okay, like I don't think I'm trying to go to Iran because I'm trying to be different. I've been wanting to go to Iran for years. Iranian people are fine. They make good ass food. Oh my god, like the hummus with the rice. Like Iranians make good food. I love Iranian food, and they're always so fucking kind. And there's a lot of Iranians in Los Angeles, and there's a bunch of them in the UK. They're always so nice and chill and hospitable. Sometimes whenever I meet people who come from certain countries, I'd be like, damn, I want to go see your country. I want to see what country breeded such an amazing, chill, kind, receptive kind of person. I want to see where you came from that made you this way. That's why sometimes I like to travel. A lot of times when I go to places, I've met people that are from that culture already, like Somalis. Oh my God, I cannot wait to go to Somalia. I don't give a fuck what they say about pirates and bombings. I'm going to Somalia. Some of the most amazing people I've ever met have been Somali people. No, I'm not going to be like Mary Jane Barm because I'm not going to charge anybody for shit. Yes, I saw the movie Straw. It was a fucking train wreck. And I didn't really like it very much. A travel group would eat. You're a travel connoisseur. I don't want to get outside. I don't want to get stuck outside the country. Trump be like, fuck you, niggas ain't not coming back. Someone said, don't scam us like that key line pod contacts. No, it's not going to be paid. It's going to be free. Like, you just link up and that's it. Yeah, she's done that before. Lovely T's done that before. Let's see. Oh, and thank you for the super chat, Anji. Thank you for the other super chat. I'm sorry. Let me read this. Somebody said, yes, I'll go to Turkey. Okay, let me know. Keep me updated. Someone said it was the fly ghost that had you fucked up, right? I'll do Somalia. Okay. Someone said, no, you trying to get kidnapped in Iran. I'm not going to drink the Kool-Aid about Iran being fucked up. All the Iranians I know are just sweet, hospitable. Let me hold your chair open for you. Would you like some food? Come have coffee and food with us. I like Iranians. I'm going to go to their country. Choice, they don't like us. I won't enter Iran with my American passport. I'll enter Iran with my other passport because I managed to get access to my mother's birth certificate, and I'm going to use that to get a Haitian passport. And with that passport, I will be able to go in there with no problem. Oh my god. Someone said the travel scammer swore that he was stalking her. Ask Choice. Someone said the most dangerous place for women according to the internet. Oh yeah, I mean, I want to go to Israel too. I'll go to Turkey and Poland. Egypt, yes. Dubai, okay. Iran would be interesting. If you're down for an adventure, let's do it. South Africa, I'm down. I always want to go. I don't speak Arabic. My Russian is okay, but I'd have to save up. I'll do Somalia. They're the nicest people I have ever met. I'll go to Turkey and China. Down for Turkey and Asia. Dubai. Okay, China. Okay, just making sure. Someone said hell no. So we out. We shop in China here. I will likely go to China. Okay. Go to some black countries. Okay, South Africa and Brazil. South Africa, Brazil. Those are like my top black countries that I'll actually go to. Because Brazil, I've been to many times. I love it there. And South Africa, I've never been there. I've always wanted to go. So let me see. Somebody said he about to get us blew up. No, I'm not at all. Go to Somaliland. Somaliland is cool. That's where Hargeisa is, but I want to go to like the real Somalia, like the Somalia where, like the capital. Hey, Chrissy Love. Someone said, Choice, hi everyone. I finally made it to a live. Thank you. I'm happy you finally made it to one. Someone said, can you take us on a tour in Morocco and you'll show us all the lit places and all the different cities? I would love to do that. So if anybody wants to come to me to Morocco, I'm hella down for that. Morocco is best place ever. Oh my god. Like the best. Like I lived there for basically 2.5 months. Best 2.5 months of my life. I went to multiple cities. I tried different foods. I made different friends and connections. I still got fucking people in Morocco texting my phone and shit. Like Morocco is lit. Like I love it there. Someone said every Somali person I've met is gorgeous. Yeah, Somali people are fine. The women are like spectacular looking. Let me fix this really quickly. Let me see. Exactly. I was in Trump Live, said he could kick me out even though I'm a citizen. Trump can't kick you out if you're a citizen. Who is us? Let me see. Ooh, yeah. Tell them you're Canadian. That's what I'm doing too, for sure. I'm going to Toronto in July. Toronto will be fun. Your bestie, Mary Jane Barm, went to Afghanistan. I would definitely go there. Let's see. Somebody said this job wasted my fucking time. The reason I was fired for the summer for the summer months, but now that the summer is fast approaching, they want to lay off most of my department and hire new people for full time. That's disheartening. East African women are gorgeous coming from Nigerian. They are. I'm half Somali, but I grew up in Toronto. That's what's up. But you said Somalian. Somalian. I don't think the proper term is Somalian. Somebody who was from Somalia corrected me one time, and they said that it's Somali. It's not Somalian. It's Somali. That's what somebody said. Or am I wrong? Is it different for everybody? Frozen one Iceland is it? Someone said yes. There's Iceland and Greenland. Is a frozen one? Iceland isn't. Do you think the gender war will end soon? No, I don't think the gender war will end soon at all. Someone said it's Somali. You're correct. Choice, you're well equipped. I wish you the best. Thank you. It's Somali. You got it right. Thank you. The gender war. To be honest with you, I think that's just some shit that's meant to just distract us and have us all looking stupid. I mean, we could thank that man Kevin Samuels for starting that shit. I mean, he didn't start it, but he definitely fueled it like way more than he did. Let me see. Fuck. Now my laptop's trying to fucking die. I just put in the charge. Okay, my laptop's at 4%. I don't think I'm gonna hit my goal of being on here for 5 hours. I don't think I'm gonna hit that goal. But I make sure I put my laptop in charge, so maybe I could be on here for another 45 minutes to an hour. And again, the outlets here suck, so let's keep trying. Oh, there's like 17 genders now. I think there's more than that, sweetheart. There's way more than that. Somaliland is not a real place. Go to Somalia. Oh, I've been to Ethiopia. Somebody said we need to go to Ethiopia. I've been there. Oh my god. Ethiopians are the sexiest people you will ever see in your life. Oh my god. The jawline, the cute noses, the pearly white teeth. Oh my god, the skin. And Ethiopian women take skincare very seriously. Like you'll walk around and there's Ethiopian women with umbrellas because they don't want because the sun basically ages you. So they walk around with like fucking sun caps. They walk around with like umbrellas, protect themselves from the sun. Ethiopian women, Ethiopian people are the sexiest people alive, hands down. Yeah, Ethiopian Eritreans for sure. Wait, you said, oh, wait, my mom was Navy. They changed her. She got pregnant with me and leaving discharge due to health issues and came here. Been getting paid from the military since. That's what's up. You're getting paid from the military because you were born in Greenland or something? Or did I miss something? You should be the travel version of Keith Lee. That'd be fun. Like, right now I'm in the middle of Iran. Let me rate this from 1 to 10. That's a really fucking good idea because I've been going to some random ass, crazy ass places that I would never go to again. Like, there's some place that I went to and people just be like, wait, what the fuck? You went there? Like, people be shocked when I tell them that I went to place. Like, when I tell them I've been to Saudi Arabia, they'd be like, what? The fuck you doing over there? Just boredom and curiosity. Yep, Ethiopians, their facial structure and body BT. Let me see. East Africans, women are the only language exchange. Oh my god. Let me see. Yes, I do like Nigerians. I like their food more. I like Nigerians. I do. I do. I do. My really good friend is Nigerian, and I love Nigerian food. I love the agusi. And I'm not gonna say everybody fucking says, oh, jollof. Like everybody fucking thinks they know African food because they've eaten jollof. I know about the unsala. Let's see the pepper goat stew. Oh my god, the peanut stew, everything, the okra soup, all that stuff. I want all that stuff. But I will be real. I try not to eat too much African food, more specifically Ghanaian and Nigerian food, because that stuff is a laxative. That shit cleans your inside. That's all I'm gonna say. Someone said I'm not rating Iran. Someone said not rating Iran. I want to go to Iran. I want to go there. I wanted to go there before the chaos, so don't think I'm trying to be different. Are you gonna make another video of Nickelodeon? Yeah, sure, why not? I still talk to him to this day, so why not? You can still eat alligator meat? I loved alligator when they were cheaper. There was a point in time where I can get like a big ass alligator for 300. Not anymore. Since inflation, that same alligator I bought for like $360 is now $600. No. No, it's too expensive now. I'm not eating that shit. Let's see. How many likes do I have on this live, by the way? Wait, hold on. What did you say? I'm a vegetarian, but I be wanting to try ethnic food. I want different recipes and flavors. I want to try to make a version of Haitian spaghetti. You should try that. I would say ask ChatGPT to give you a nice recipe. Let me see. You said, oh, Sin, who's East African, said, I don't like how there are guys who fetishize us, Somali and East African girls. I remember I was talking to a girl, I forgot her name. She was in Ethiopia. She told me that she feels as though that Ethiopians and Somali and East African girls are seen as top tier due to colorism and featureism. That's what she told me. That was her perspective. She was like, I mean, all that kind of stems from just colorism, to be honest with you, because we're lighter and we have like softer features compared to other countries. That's what she said. Let's see. I visited Tanzania last year and the good food did not agree with me. I was in the bathroom all day and just liquid came out. I need to go to Tanzania to try that food. Okay, family, I'm going to bed. Blessings to all and safe travels to you, Choice, and those on the go. Thank you. How do you say your name? Lachey. Thank you, Lachey, for coming through. Thank you. You will be missed, and we'll hold it down, and you can always watch the playback. Let's see. Haitian spaghetti sounds like a love potion. It's actually pretty good. Peanut soup is Ghanaian. Okay, thanks for correcting me. My favorite Hispanic food is arepas. Yeah, arepas for the most part. And chicharron. Chicharron and arepas. I can eat that all fucking day. Any tips on getting a snatched body? I feel like the only thing in my way is my belly. You ever thought about just changing your diet? You ever thought about just drinking ballerina tea? You ever just thought about uh you ever thought about just like getting some pink Himalayan salt and then just sprinkle it in your water and then drinking that every day? You ever thought about the apple cider vinegar method? You ever thought about adding lemon or lime or cucumbers in your water? People complain about their stomach, but they don't change their diet or they don't change what they put into their body. So I would say try one of those. Or honestly, go go to the gym and get on that stairmaster every fucking day for like 40 minutes. I promise you, your belly will go down. I've been to Senegal. Senegal was lit. I'd love to go to Madagascar. I'd love to go to Cape Verde, and I'd love to go to Mauritius. That's a good one. Oh, thank you. I love you, Destin. I've been watching you for 5, 6 years. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you for still sticking around for so long. It always makes you feel good when people say they've been watching me for a long ass time. That makes me happy. Let's see. Somebody said cut down on sugar and no processed foods. Somebody said work out, lol. Cleanse. The Stairmaster will work you out a lot. Sancocho and mofongo is everything. Sancocho is cool. Okay. So, let me see. Let me try to answer some of these questions. There's so many people in this live. And again, please, y'all, make sure you like the live, please. Because I was talking mad shit earlier about how I was so angry that I did that long ass, almost 2 hour live last week. And YouTube completely age restricted it. And now barely anybody could fucking watch it, which makes me so upset. Because oh my God, I put my heart and soul in that live. And I found it, I was so mad. I was so mad. Sometimes YouTube will do little weird shit and like come for me, and YouTube irritates me sometimes. Like I love doing YouTube. It's cool. It's how a lot of y'all were introduced to me and met me, but it doesn't feel good sometimes when you want to have cool, unfiltered discussions and connect with people, and then YouTube just tells you age restriction, shadow ban. Sorry, we're gonna limit this. YouTube is not the same anymore. You can't even play a fucking song for like 8 seconds. Like there was a point in time where on YouTube you can play a song for like 30 seconds and then you'd be good. But now if you play a song for more than 10 seconds, you're age restricted. I hate that about YouTube now. It's so fucking ugh. Somebody said, let me see. Let's go to Iceland. Let me see. Oh, go to Twitch. I could go to Twitch, but like, would anybody even go over to Twitch to go watch me? I don't know. Good health is important. Get rid of bloating. Try pro and prebiotics via food. Yeah, you can get powdered fiber and you could put that in your water, and that'll clean you out real good. YouTube ain't the same no more, but you know, it's still the platform where a lot of people come through and connect with me. So I'm gonna keep using YouTube for as long as possible. I still enjoy YouTube. I'm kind of in YouTube for the long haul because this is just what feeds my spirit and feeds my soul. And it's the platform that I chose. It's the platform where everybody knows me from. So this is the platform I'm going to be on for a very long time. And I'm so happy that there's still over almost 1,000 people in here. Like the fact that I've been on here for 2 hours is fucking insane. Hold on, let me open this really quickly. Hold on. And being rotten to people. Give me a second. Let me open up this little shit real quick. Give me a second. Let me open up this. Oh, wow. I'm like watching my live stream to myself. The quality is pretty damn good. It's not bad. Let's see. Let me start reading some of these comments. Let's see. Sorry about that. Oh, somebody said night choice. And everyone here, I'm gonna just watch you on TV. Thank you. Please feel free to watch the playback. Completely understand if you got to get the fuck up out of here. Let me see. I feel like I shouldn't be here, but I really listened for years. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people shouldn't be here. Sometimes I get a little bit like in shock when people tell me that they watch me and that they're 15. I'd be like, oh my God, like, you sure? You don't want to be watching me at 15, 14, 13 years old. That's pretty damn young. Someone said, I don't know if you spoke on this already, but what do you think about the world as a matrix becoming vegan and souls? I don't have anything to really say about that. I just feel like eventually there's gonna be a point where we're all gonna be eating super fruits and super cows and shit like that. It's really sad that nowadays you can't even get decent organic food. First of all, I was at the fucking store in Colombia, or I was like doing online shopping because they have an app here called Rappi, right? It's similar to Uber Eats or Postmates, and you could literally have shit delivered to your door, and it's so cheap compared to the States. Basically, essentially, you can buy soursop for like $2 here, and in America, you're paying like $30 for a fucking organic soursop. And I see shit like that. I think to myself, even in America, when you want to buy fruit, sometimes even the inorganic fruit is still expensive. Like, why am I paying like $5 for a bag of grapes and it's not even organic? That just would never make sense to me. Like, I could have sworn there was a point in time where you could buy a bag of grapes for like 89 cents, $1.15. And a lot of times you would get seeds. Now you're getting grapes with no seeds and not even organic anymore. I feel like eventually we're going to get to a point where the Western world is going to get hit first. The Western world is going to go to their point where everything's digital, everything's electronic, and all the food and vegetables we eat are going to be fake and lab grown. Oh yeah, and most fruit obviously is imported. Somebody said that. Have you heard Jada Pinkett and Will Smith are divorcing? No, I have not heard of that. Yeah, the organic fruit isn't even organic most of the time. So yeah, it does make me upset sometimes because it's all a waste of money now. Hold on, my bad. This person said this. Serious question. What do you feel about people that don't want to play this game called society? We all didn't ask to be here, but are judged when we just want to live life as it is supposed to be. I don't have a problem with those people, to be honest with you. I think, oh my God, I think some shit fucking bit me. Oh my God. Okay. To be honest with you, if you don't want to live a part of society, all you have to do is just get a fucking RV and or get a tent and just live your life. If you want a nice life in society, you're gonna have to play the game. Like, you're gonna have to get a job, you're gonna have to pay taxes, you're gonna have to shop at stores. That's just the way the world is. It sucks, but if you live in a Western world, it's all fun and games to have a passport. It's all fun and games to have a passport. It's all fun and games to have a nationality in a Western country until you realize that it comes with perks of education, money, jobs, opportunity. It's the world we live in. The only way you'll live in a comfortable life, have a comfortable lifestyle, and enjoy yourself is if you play the game. Be a part of the matrix. Let me see. Let me see. Wait, you have seeded watermelon? Where the fuck did you get seeded watermelon from? Also, can somebody tell me where y'all are getting seeded watermelon from? I haven't seen a watermelon with seeds in years. Unless I'm overseas, I don't ever see a watermelon with seeds. I used to see them all the time when I was a kid, and now I don't. Where the fuck do y'all get them from? Like, I never see them anymore. That's a bad sign. Side of the road? Sweetheart, you sound like you live in Jamaica. Like, I listen. You sound like you're bragging a little bit, okay? Because most of us don't have that luxury of buying watermelon on the side of the road. Like we don't, there's no watermelon on the side of the road in many Western countries. I mean, do you live in New York? But yeah, where the fuck you get that from? Please tell me, because we don't all live in Jamaica, okay, Miss Braggadocious. We don't all live in the Caribbean. Like what? I'm like, where do you get seeded watermelon? She's like, the side of the road. Like, bitch, what? We don't live in Jamaica. We live in the West. Well, not all of us, but a lot of us live in the West. We're not getting organic fruit on the side of the road. Let me see. Fry's has seeded watermelon, farmers market, Louisiana, Mississippi. I have watermelon from Safeway, and they have seeds. Really? Okay. In New Jersey, people grow them. Okay, New Jersey's the garden state. I'm not that surprised. I heard they're purposely getting rid of them. In Texas, we get them from the Mexicans. If you buy from a local farmer, sure. Farmers markets, Amish market has seeded watermelons. Well, people selling them on the side of the road. Okay. Well, yeah, that makes sense. I will have to go to the Amish and get the seeded watermelons since the grocery stores don't sell them. Chicago, some people sell watermelon side of the road out of their trucks. I wonder where the fuck they get them. Oh, probably like farms, obviously. They don't want us to replant with the seeds. I'm in Louisiana. Oh, you're in Louisiana. Oh, wow. Okay. My bad for that. Have you been to any Hollywood parties? Partying. Okay, so I live in Los Angeles, of course, as you guys know. I've been to Hollywood parties, but they're a waste of time. They're just for networking. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people that go to these Hollywood parties are just obsessed with just being around celebrities. And I don't give a fuck about being around them. Like, unless they want to collaborate and come on my podcast and I can monetize them, I don't really care about meeting entertainers and celebrities. I mean, yeah, there's some Hollywood parties that are fun and cool, but like, listen, ain't shit they're doing at those fucking parties that I can't do anywhere else. You know what I mean? Like, I'd rather go to a nice lit party in Germany. Like, Germans, they know how to party. Spaniards, the Portuguese, the Brazilians, I can have fun in a different party. In Hollywood parties, there's not much going on. Like people just stand around, they don't even dance. Like they just be reading the room, looking around, and they don't even do anything. Like nobody's interacting. One thing I also hate about parties nowadays, especially because it's even LA, Houston's like this too, and so is Atlanta. Everybody has a fucking section. Why are there like 20 sections at a party? Like, why does everybody need a fucking section? I thought sections were supposed to be for like celebrities or VIP guests. Everybody has a section. So that's kind of what kind of ruins parties for me. So I don't really go to them unless I'm overseas. They party. They party like it's 1995. I like doing parties overseas. Hollywood parties, a waste of time. And all the exclusive Hollywood parties, like the Diddy parties, I don't get invited to shit. I don't fucking know anybody lit like that that's gonna invite me and say, Choice, you should. I don't know nobody that's lit like that that's gonna invite me. I've never been to one of those lit upper echelon parties. I've been to like basic, normal Hollywood parties, like basic shit, not the super uber elite ones. But I've been sent RSVP to stuff, and I never even get in. A lot of times for a lot of these parties, you have to RSVP, And what sucks about parties sometimes when you're in the entertainment industry, you live in LA, sometimes you got to RSVP and then they got to like, they literally will say, okay, what's your number? Give me your number. What's your sex? And then what's your Instagram? They want to see if you're a woman and you look pretty, you're going to get in. If you're a woman that looks like she can, bring in a crowd of men, then more than likely you'll get in. Or if you're like a big name influencer or celebrity, you'll get in. But a lot of time they want your Instagram just so they can figure out who's coming in. And I hate that parties are so politics. Like, what happens to just buying a fucking ticket or a wristband and coming in and just having fun? See, parties overseas aren't like that. I hate partying in California. I hate partying in LA, to be honest with you. Partying in LA is just all politics. And it shouldn't be like that. Why can't we all just fucking have fun and have a good time? Like, whoever bought a ticket or have a wristband got in, and that's it. Partying in LA is not fun. It's not. It's a waste of time. Even networking events. Sometimes I'm not gonna lie. Like sometimes people will tell me like, "Oh my god, why don't you go to like the VidCon or like the influencer parties?" They're a waste of fucking time. It's politics. It's just all about like networking and just like what do you do? What's your Instagram? And you get people's Instagrams and you never hear from them ever to fuck again. So I hate stuff like that. So no, I know I got very sidetracked and I just kept fucking talking, but no, I have not been to any Hollywood parties lately. Somebody said if you eat the watermelon seeds, they're good for you. Let me see. Yeah, they're lame. Trust me. I mean, I guess you could say I've been to like two, but they're a waste of time. Trust me. It's just politics. You go to the network, you might meet some cool people, but nothing special. Oh my god. Okay, I'm at 1%, and I think I gotta get off of here. Can y'all do me a favor and like this live? I don't want my laptop to die. If my laptop dies, I'm gonna be very, very upset. Can y'all like let me know how many like this live has? Because I'm looking at the charge, and again, y'all keep forgetting I'm in Colombia, and the outlets here suck. So if my brightness is on my laptop, and I'm charging it, it's constantly burning charge. So I'm probably gonna have to get off of here, or if I get off of here, I'll have to come right back. But I don't want to have to do all that because I literally had to end my last live and restart this one. So 500. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. First of all, we got almost 1,000 people in here. Can every single person watching this like this live? Because if my fucking laptop dies, oh my god, I'm gonna fucking eat a cow. I don't even know where the fuck I got that from. I'm gonna eat a cow if my fucking laptop dies. I'm at 1%. I'm not even joking. And if it cuts off, it's because my shit died. But can y'all like this live, please? Since y'all are here, pretty please with a cherry on top. I mean, you might as well. Yes, please feel free to like. Please feel free to like. 554. No name. I love your name. Let's see. Are you streaming tomorrow? Yeah, sure. Why not? Long Beach Joe Jets. I love Long Beach. Are you from Long Beach, LA? I love Long Beach. I love Long Beach. I fuck with Long Beach. Let's see. 578. Like this live, yes, please. And yes, I'm saving this live. For everyone that's asking, is it going to be up? Yes, it will. You just go to my homepage on YouTube and you click on the tab. So instead of where it says home or videos, click live and you'll see all my streams. I'm nervous as fuck because I really don't want my shit to die. Let me dim down my brightness because I'm nervous right now. Let's see. Oh, 600. Can we get more likes? I mean, there's a lot of y'all in here. Can we see if we can get to 700? Oh my god, I want this shit to die. Can we get to 700? But yes, if you have any last minute questions that you want to ask me, anything crazy, anything messy, anything interesting, anything fun, anything lighthearted, updates about the channel, anything personal, feel free to ask now because I'm at 1%. Is it that I want to get off of here? I really don't, but the outlets here suck. So as my shit's literally charging, as I'm using my laptop in the charger, the charge just keeps waning and waning down. I hate that. So my laptop realistically only charges if it's just left in the charger and I'm not using my laptop. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's my battery being fucked up, but I really just feel like it's just the outlets here. Because I've never had this problem anywhere else. Oh, that's a little. I'll save that for the podcast. Um, Yeah, that's a little crazy to mention on live. I'm like, I don't want. Listen, I was just telling y'all that I don't want this shit to get age restricted or shadow banned. There's just certain things you just don't want to share on the internet because you don't want your shit to be age restricted or banned. Some things I'll talk about on the podcast because fuck no, I'm not gonna risk that. YouTube literally shadow banned and age restricted my last live, and I don't want to risk it for this one. Let's see. Someone said Destiny McGowan. You know, as years have gone on, I've evolved more and I've learned more about sex and sexuality. And as I've gotten older, I've learned that I'll experiment and I've had more experimentation moments that I'll talk about one day. But yeah, I'm not much of a sexual person. I don't really have a lot of sex. I'm not a sexual person. I just don't. I just don't usually have sex. I just don't. It just seems like a chore. But yeah, I'm usually just the person that I'm also the weird person where if someone's like texting me on some weird freak shit, I'm the person that's like, yeah, yeah, all that stuff, and then I just like literally go ghost. And I'm like, ugh, like I don't even know why the fuck I said all that stuff. I just wanted someone to just entertain me. But I definitely experimented a lot more as time has gone and as years have gone on. Oh my god, 620 likes. Thank you. Tyler Perry is a creep. Who bought that up? Why Iran coming for Haiti? Iran's coming for Haiti. They better not, because I know I could bring up my fucking Haitian passport. So I'm trying to get my Haitian passport because I managed to get access to my mother's birth certificate, and she was born in Haiti, so I can get dual citizenship with my American passport and Haitian ancestry, and I can get a Haitian passport. Iran better not be coming for Haiti because I plan on using my future Haitian passport to get into Iran because Iran don't have a problem with Haiti, and I can go to Iran with no problem. Let me see. Wait, I need to hear about that one day. Thoughts on collabing with Mary J to Iron to Iran? No, fuck no. So she could scam me too and steal my money and run off. Y'all, please like the live. Y'all, please like the live. Somebody commented my real birth name. It's like, what? It's not a secret. Someone said, yeah, I feel like that too. Sex is work and I'm lazy. Wait, you're not a virgin? Not anymore. Weird ass experience. I'll talk about that one day. Choice, love you. Love you too, Ingra. Sex is overrated. People be ruining families and friendships. Yeah, sex is overrated. I will be honest on that. Sex is overrated. But then again, I guess it just depends on who you've been with and the personal connection you have. I mean, everybody has their own perspective and opinion on that. But yeah, I do agree. It is overrated. You ever been in love? True love? No. Infatuation? Maybe. And having love for someone like a friend, having love for someone like a dog, like how you could love your puppy? Yeah, sure. I'm scared that my laptop's gonna die. Can y'all like the live really quickly? Because I feel like I literally only have like 45 seconds left and I'm kind of scared. You have to tell us. My shit is gonna die. So yeah. Can y'all like it, please? I'm like my shit's starting to lag on my end. Can y'all like the live, please? I'm nervous. I'm nervous. I'm nervous. 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 Someone said, I don't know if I'm asexual or if I'm just not attracted physically to people around me. Where are the fine men at? Get you a passport, to be honest with you. Get a passport. It could just be your environment. If you have a passport, you'll see more of the world. It could just be your environment. Someone said you hooked up with the Moroccan guy that was sniffing glue. You remember that story? where I ended up in the fucking hood and some Moroccan guy was like, and he was like, how can I go to America like you? And I was like, well, just get married. And he was like, marry who though? And I was like, marry me so you can go to America. And he was like, you are a, huh? Are you like literally a Moroccan guy that was sniffing glue? Because that's a common thing they do in Morocco. A lot of guys, they're like young, like 20, 21, 22. They sniff glue. Like they literally put a whole bunch of glue in a plastic Glad wrap or like in a plastic clear bag, and they literally sniff it. And it's but they dehydrate it though. They dehydrate the glue and they put it in a bag, and it has this crazy ass odor. It smells like gasoline and like burnt rubber a little bit, and they inhale it. And he was looking at me. He was like, "So my eye, are you active or are you passive?" And I didn't really understand what he meant by that because I haven't had that much experience with sexual intimacy. And at the time, I was like, "Wait, what do you mean?" And he was like, "Active means you like, passive means you like taking the thing behind you, and passive means you like give it." And I was like, "Okay, yeah, I guess so." And then it was that's another story. I talked about that in my video where I talked about why I solo travel. So go watch my live stream where I talk about why I solo travel alone and don't take anybody with me. That was another whole other live stream within itself. So please feel free to watch that. But yeah, please feel free to. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay, y'all still here? Okay, are y'all still here? I'm sorry. Okay. So I'm definitely going to wrap this up because my shit died. Can y'all still see me? Can y'all still hear me? I'm sorry. Give me a second. Someone said I'm here. Let me see. Somebody said, let's see, my lord. I'm sorry. I'm so irritated that I can't even read the rest. Like the live stream was just getting good, and I'm so frustrated that I didn't even get a chance to like finish talking. But I will say that I'm probably gonna end it here. Oh, shout out to South Africa! Oh my God, shout out to South Africa. Okay, I'm gonna go to your country, and I'm gonna go to Johannesburg. I want to go to the hood where the real ones at. I'm gonna go to Johannesburg. But I think I'm probably gonna end it off here. I feel kind of bad for getting off of here because again, I can't even finish reading some of y'all comments. But let's see. So let's see. Let me get off of here. Hold on. Hey, if you're just entering, I'm so sorry, but I'm gonna end it here. It was a pleasure speaking to everybody. If you can, like the live stream. Please give it a thumbs up. Shout out to everyone that's watching the playback. And yeah. Love you guys. Shout out to everyone that's been showing me love throughout the years. And thank you. And I got to get the fuck up out of here because my laptop, as you can see, literally died. And I'm not going to just keep getting live on my phone because my hand is tired as fuck. But you guys take care and like the lives. Take care. Mwah, mwah. Bye. Take care. Thank you for everything. Shout out to Amira. Shout out to the real one. Shout out to Destiny McGowan. Everybody. I'll be back soon. Cheers.